Okay, hey everyone. It's me, the Game Master, and I totally forgot to record the fifth delve here. We just wrapped up for the evening, and I'm so sorry. I guess I had some technical issues, and I forgot to hit the start recording after I was finished debugging them. The Dramatis Personae for tonight's session was Varen with Caius Calvis, the Arcatian fighter. He also was piloting Delgar, the Kumis wizard apprentice hireling that we have. Also joining Varen and Caius here was Steve, who was playing Harenby, the halfling bard. Mr. Kit was reprised from the first session. Morpheus, the Spathari witch, he was here. Baru was also here with Ingvar, the Wiskin fighter. And then we also had a new one, Mir Catnip, who was playing Runar, who was also a human witch for this one. So a lot of magic. For the session today, rather than exploring and dungeon delving into the ruined plaza like we've been kind of doing, we decided to go assault the beastmen and see if we could try to get some of those prisoners back and see how that goes. So the party went through the ruined plaza, from the end of the Broken Head, kind of following the Still River to go down to the staircase of the beastman area, where they were assaulted by a bunch of rats pouring out from the ruined plaza. They threw some oil, lit on fire. They got away, and that was that. Before they made it down to the secret entrance, they tried to remember where the secret entrance was because it was kind of patched up. Following a few turns of stressful trying to figure out how to open this door again, kind of knowing where it is, the party actually triggered the new trap set on the door rather than being crossbow bolts. If you remember that from the first one, it said it was actually a delayed blast, like fire concussive blast designed to knock people out off the staircase. I randomly rolled it to be two turns before it goes off. And the group was pretty much ready to rock and roll and get eaten by that. So I rolled initiative for basically the fireball that was going to just basically move all its whole time and knock anyone who didn't have their chance to go for a turn. I figured initiative was the fairest way to do that. And instead, one of our players had the most perfect initiative roll and let all of them go instead of me. So he basically just saved the entire party. And that was our new Runar, the human witch, as luck would have it. Obviously, the breaking down the secret door, triggering the trap, caused the guards to be alerted, and it was none other than the first session's dog company, reprising that little banda with Darble. So let me bring you over to what we did explore today. So the party got kind of split with the fireball. Some people went off north, other people fled out the doors. And yeah, at the start of the session, a squad of beastmen here, again, Darble, came out of this room over here and moved their way down. And there was this initial volley of fire, some javelins. Nobody went down or anything like that. But then Runar again tried to parlay, and combat kind of ended as we went to a really tense parlay for the session. But the parlay ended up also going back into combat as the party tried to negotiate that they, or even bribe their way, saying that, hey, let us go, we'll kill goblins instead. But, they can't, the beastmen promised that if they ever saw him again, they would capture him because there were a couple people returning, so they recognized a few of the characters. So, unfortunate for them. The combat was really intense. It was obviously a squad of the 6 soldiers plus a sergeant. Caius went down before the rest of the beastmen did, but Caius was able to get recovered with literally no turns remaining on his rounds till he dies clock. So that was really tense. The party basically had to call it there for the session. We went ahead and looted the footlocker in the room just for a little bit of extra random gear. But no, there's not really any like new magic items or any major discoveries. Oh, actually, there was one obscure face sculpture they found in this little nook off an intersection. But other than that, that's kind of it. It was just a really tense session. We got started a little late, but I feel really bad I didn't record it. I'm a dummy, but whatever. At least you got this recap, and I'll probably just stick this at the start of the next one. All right, thanks. See ya. What's up, Viren?
Oh, we chilling.
So the first time I've rolled poorly on an initiative.
It's a bad omen, but I'm not a seer. But
I miss Hawken already.
oh, you're playing someone else today.
Yes, I believe Hawken is still in Gosterwick
Drinking.
or on the way.
Yeah. Nice. Well, we'll get to hear about your character in a second.
Or maybe we don't have a thief then.
No, we do.
Okay.
Yeah, Patrick is a thief.
Oh,
I'm
that's
both.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, but what's his character?
My character is no. What?
I was making a joke about your profession rather than your character.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Right. Sure. I'm a thief.
Yeah, he's German. You can't expect him to get jokes.
Yeah, that's the problem. This was a joke.
Okay. All right, who got the highest initiative? That was 8, 13, 8, 16. Attilius.
Might be me.
Yeah. All right. When in doubt, Attilius will be started the initiative order for activations if there's a question of who needs to go before someone else. I don't know if you were like stuck in a hallway, split up after a trap, and you were trying to, I don't know, say like get people's attention while other things were going on. I'm just speaking hypothetically.
It's a crazy situation that would never happen.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So let's go from crawling order. So starting with Memento Mori, let's go and announce who we're playing today.
Yep. I'm Memento Mori. I'm playing Attilis Varius, fighter of newfound renown after his last expedition. He's looking to test his newly gained spear against some beastmen.
Sick. Patrick.
Patrick. That's me. I'm Patrick, and I play Maximus Valorius, which is a Spafari scout with the thief class. And he usually has like a shield and a spear, but for backstab purposes, he always carry a two-handed D12 greatsword in the shape of a cobra. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I am Varen. I am playing Caius Calvis, the mercenary bard. Get rich or die trying.
I'm Michael. I'm playing Ingvar the Barbarian, a Wiscan fighter from the north.
I'm Shay, and I will be playing Lyosh, a nomadic herbalist from the Irthruin Basin.
And I guess we'll skip Eric. And I'm Mir Catnip. I'm playing Runar, a human witch, a Wiscan witch. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm a druid.
Okay, then. We're going to set off today on the 10th of Deuterios, 2993 AEP. It is Demas Day. In addition, the weather is cold and windy. I believe the plan is going to be leave the Inn of the Broken Head at first light, more or less. Travel through the city and make your way to the secret entrance of the Beastmen again. I mean, I'm just calling it the secret entrance at this point just because it's part of the name, but that's the plan.
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
Yep.
Okay.
How quick's their maintenance guy? Like that they've already. Do you think they've already reset the trap?
Probably. If not, it'll be guarded. So.
The last session was the 7th, so this is the 3rd day. So what they've gotten fixed up in 3 days is what they've gotten. Fun. Who's a doubter in the group? Who thinks that the Beastmen have fixed up everything and even worse traps are awaiting you all?
I think that's me. I'm
Just one
paranoid.
Yeah, one doubter. Okay. There's no wrong answer. Just curious.
Debbie Downer here.
All right. Do you keep your opinions to yourself?
Yeah, sure.
No, Runar.
Yeah, I think Attilis mainly just grumbles. I think he's learned that that's the best he can do in stifling his dissent.
All right.
I think, in contrast to everyone else, Ingvar is like, they'll have stationed more guards. Excellent. More to slay.
Target rich environment. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's Runar's doubt energy manifesting or just bad luck, but as you are making it way past the interesting obelisk towards the stairs, you all are stepping on mushy ground, and around you come out a bunch of centipedes at about close range. You're not surprised, but we are going to roll initiative. You got a random encounter.
Delicious.
We're going to roll for initiative.
I'm back.
Oh, yeah, 22. What'd you get? 20? Okay. Looks like, Tilius, you're going to start. The centipedes, let me describe the scene so you have better information to act on your turn, right? The centipedes are just kind of writhing around close range. They're clearly foraging and stuff, looking for food. They're not like, you're a threat, I must kill you. They have noticed you, for sure. But if anything, they're like trying to figure you out.
Are these Chihuahua-sized centipedes?
No.
Centipede-sized centipedes.
Yeah, these are like corgi size centipedes.
And how many of them are there?
Honestly, between the grass and stuff, you can't tell. There's more than 6, less than 30.
I'm wondering if they're just foraging, maybe I could just throw food at them and maybe that'll satisfy them. So I think I'll try it. I'll grab, sounds like there's a lot of them. Maybe I'll grab 3 rations and just throw it in their direction.
Yeah. So you sprinkle your food. You rummage through your pack and sprinkle your food around. What's your charisma modifier?
-4.
-4?
-4.
He's got 3 charisma.
Maybe that'll repel them.
Okay. You know what? No, that's fair. These are in. It wouldn't be a malice because they don't care what you look like. They're centipedes. So instead, I'm just going to only take the plus. I'm going to be generous here for that. It makes no sense that you're so hideous or so grumpy and prickly that the centipedes would affect your charisma to the roll. So instead, they're just going to enjoy the food. Oh, okay. Yes, they are going to take the food, but now they immediately start munching down on the food, and you can see that there's about 11 total. Maybe 9 of them have taken the food, and 2 others are like trying to figure out what the other 2 are doing, or what the other 9 are doing.
Okay, so was that an action, or was that like a free action to do that?
No, I think that's going to be an action of rummaging through your pack, get your food, and tossing it out. Yeah, none of them are attacking you or anything like that. You're definitely eating all the
I think
rations.
I think I'll just back up and still be at the front. I think it's important that I do my duty as a fighter, but I don't want to be like close enough that it's potentially going to aggravate them.
Sure. Sounds good. Patrick? If you're wondering, for purposes of backstabbing, they would be considered distracted.
Can we see how many they are now that they're eating?
Yeah, sorry. The numbers I gave, there were 9 eating and 2 just kind of vibing or like looking around, so 11 total.
Oh, that's a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of surrounded.
Are centipedes known scavengers? Do they eat dead meat?
Yes.
I throw one of my ghoul hands on the ration pile.
Nice. Ooh, okay. All right. One of them goes to eat the ghoul hand, and immediately vomits. Like the centipede like rejects it and is like hissing like did not like that at all, and now it thinks it's like being attacked or whatever. And it's like frantically looking around and thrashing. You stay away from it on your turn, but it did not like that. Whatever's in that ghoul. Baron?
So, I have this sack of poisoned rations here that is about to actually lose potency in a couple of days. So, just because we accidentally got a bunch of poison on some rations last time we went down there.
As one does.
So, yeah, as one does. Not really anticipating that being terribly useful for the rest of today, so I might as well go ahead and toss that out and just hopefully get rid of a few centipedes in a few hours' time after we've left.
Yeah. Are you dumping out the whole thing?
Yeah, he doesn't really see much. He kind of uses the fact that it's still in a sack. He like cuts a like hole in the sack and then just kind of throws it. Like uses the kind of like extra fabric on the end of the sack to kind of whip it a little distance to try and kind of get them to move away a little bit.
Yeah, rather than mass on the food. Sure.
Yeah. And then, again, slow shuffle backwards.
Oh yeah. Okay. They all seem pretty occupied with the rations. There's a lot of food on the ground now. Even for all 11. What does Ingvar do?
If it looks like they're all occupied now, I'll just continue along the path towards the stair. So I'll just make one move. I'm not going to double move in case they all decide to be hostile. I have to spring forward to fight them. But yeah, it looks like they're distracted, so I'll just keep moving.
Totally. Very prudent. They ignore you as you move. What about Lajos, Jay?
I will be on the heels of Ingvar.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Nothing happens to you neither. The centipedes are devouring the rations. I think by the amount of time it takes for their turn to be again, they might be looking around for the next set of food as they have finished eating them all greedily. Mir, what does our witch do?
Yeah, I don't have any food. They look like they're enjoying their feast. I'm just gonna follow Ingvar and Lejos down the path. I'm not too worried about these bugs.
Yeah. Far enough?
Yeah, I'm just going to back away.
Yeah.
and join the rest and just sort of watch them as I move backwards. But yeah, I think it might be working.
Are we all gonna back away? Is that kind of the strategy here?
Yep. I will pay you $200 to fuck off, Anthrax Edition.
Yeah. Yes. Well, and so it was. They are totally fine eating them before going around their own different ways. They have not decided that you are the meal for them. Yeah, they will no doubt die in a few days or hours, depending, based on the potency of those rations. Grand. Besides that, there's not much else to point out on the way down to the stairs. I think you probably see a couple set of footprints going up the stairs that weren't there before. Boot prints from like a person about 5 feet tall or so in 2 columns. Little butts of spears kind of near abutting them, like someone marching. But other than that, I'll give that free for the 2 scouts in the party. Other than that, seems clear. You want to go down the stairs, descend, and keep going?
Yep, let's head down and have our thief check out what new trap they put on the door this time.
Right.
Oh, I'm the thief. Yeah, I'll scout ahead.
Sure. You get down the switchback stairs. The what did I say before? It was like 2 down, so that's 600 feet down from the surface. And yeah, there's hardly any door. It's basically left in the same conditions as it was 3 days ago.
Suspicious.
All right, so no traps on the door.
No, definitely no traps. There is no door. Like the stone that's there is gone. Secondhand though, you also notice more signs of footprints. Someone removed this door or something. These are not the same.
Massive explosion that pushed it off the waterfall.
Yeah, I'm speculating, or I leave the speculations to you all, but it didn't. Prior to that, no, the door did not get blasted off. It's off there from the explosion last time. But there's also additional footprints here that are not like marching boot prints. They're more like your kind of footprints.
And are they heading into the tunnel? Yes.
Well, I would say yes, they're facing that direction. There's no signs of any footprints inside the tunnel. It's like totally fresh in there. Maybe slightly the smell of sulfur or
So they walked
smoke.
up to the door, hulked it open, and then disappeared.
Are the footprints regular human-sized or more halfling-sized?
Regular human-sized.
Okay. Yeah, I'll invite you guys in. Let's go.
Patrick, I've got a pole. I don't know if you want to use that in your scouting and probing of things.
A 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take the pole.
Can I get a quick general marching order audit and then a light audit?
I'll write the marching order down.
Love that.
I do not want to be at the back.
Ingvar can go at or near the front again. At the front is fine.
For extra credit, what's the marching order in a 2x2 column in case that comes up too? Don't worry about that for this moment.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm probably going to be in the rear because it looks like we've got some fighters up front, and I'm very fighty in the back, so I can cover our rear.
Lyosh will be at the back with Varen.
Okay, so I guess that's Maximus and I in the middle. Is that our good 2x3 marching order there?
Yeah.
So that's Ingvar and Maximus in the front rank. Is that right? Should I be in the second rank? I could be in the front or the second.
Ingvar and Attilius in
Okay.
the first row, then Maximus and me, and then Caius and Leos. Is it Leos? Is it a Y?
Laios.
Laios.
Yeah.
Perfect. What's the light audit?
I carry a torch. Maximus carries a torch.
As will Laios.
And actually, I give the 10-foot pole back, I think, because I don't really have a use for it in the second row.
Yep.
And you can't carry a 10-foot pole and a torch.
Is the 10-foot pole two-handed?
Yeah, like to use it.
Okay. Yeah,
like to reach out 10 feet. Yeah.
Just one really buff arm holding it out.
Well.
Backstab at arm.
All right. Yeah, there's no sign of any conflict whatsoever in this corridor as the lights turn on. You all recall. We're entering a rather natural cave system through this door for those who haven't been here before. It's covered in dust. There's a little bit of stalagmites, stalactites. It's all sort of well worn but natural. Like thousands and thousands of footprints have marched through these halls. Yeah, so what's the general direction and process we want to go?
So I think first we should just check this room they're using as a guard post to make sure we're not going to be ambushed from behind.
Yeah.
And then I think so we have two tunnels where we don't know where they go, but the one who ran to get reinforcements went up this tunnel, I believe. So this one is in the direction of more beastmen. No idea about this one. What are people feeling? I'm inclined to go this way because we know it leads somewhere.
I agree with checking the larder room first, just to make sure that's clear, but then also checking the sculpture room, since we saw that something blew off a door. They might have gone and removed that as well.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's head to the camp room first.
Great. All right. Sure. It'll take you about a turn to get there. As you arrive into the room, there's no activity. There's no like a patrol waiting for you or anything of the like. Instead, though, it does look like someone else has been here from the past 3 days. You definitely see signs of like a burnt torch expended. You see that footlocker has been kind of kicked over again. You don't see the lid to the footlocker anymore. Someone took the lid.
Someone just really likes stone things that close other stone things, and they're stealing them all.
Yeah. That must be it.
A worshipper of whatever god likes openness.
Yeah. You see maybe like a spent ration in here. Like whatever crumbs and stuff looking around as well. Definitely signs of adventuring party.
Is anybody, what is it, Spartation? The
Spathari.
people that Spathari, yeah. Is anybody in the group Spathari?
I'm Spathari.
Would he know if with the top removed from that locker that it's like completely lost all value or something now? Like, was that where the runes, where the markings were on it that made it seem genuine?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was where the markings were.
They took the good bit.
Yeah. For the record, Patrick, to catch you up, this was an Imperial footlocker belonging to and not just an Imperial Legion, but an Imperial Guard unit called a Tagmata. Specifically, this was the third cohort of the Tagmata, which is like the third company, more or less. And because you're a Spathari, you know these guys are famous for getting their asses kicked and destroyed in a failed reconquesting expedition about 300 years ago by a guy named Adrianic. So I'd like to say, like, you know, they pulled an Adrianic is like something that people would say, as in like a foolhardy expedition, or like this is a, you know, you're playing prayer ball, you know, you know, so like it's foolhardy. That's so yeah, it's famous. Ostensibly was authentic, but with the seal gone, no one will know.
Morpheus is going to be pissed.
All right, but the room's clear.
Yeah.
You want to proceed down to the plan?
Yeah, let's go to the face room.
Sure. We'll take another turn to hike over there, but no bother. All right, you go to the face sculpture. The face sculpture clearly shows signs of people maybe like trying to chisel around it, trying to like possibly excavate it, but they seem to have abandoned that prospect about, you know, a few dungeon turns into it, being like this is fruitless. To get for those who don't know, this is a face that looks like a Socrates or like an Aristotle, like a you know, basically the style, the old style of when you think of like a teacher or a lecturer at the colleges. Like this is sort of like the demeanor, like short beard, kind of curly hair, a very detailed face. Often related to you know, philosophers, science people, you know, scientists, you know, very like intelligent debate lords type people.
Old nerd with big beard.
Yeah.
And importantly, this one's also missing or rather the eye sockets are empty.
Correct. They definitely appear to be sockets, but whatever goes into like for the eyes is missing.
Do we have 2 torches lit?
Mm-hmm.
Can we put them up to the eye sockets for a cool photo op?
Yeah, for sure.
Left my camera back at the side of the broken head.
Yeah.
Activate photo mode.
I was gonna make that joke. Hell, man, what the fuck? Don't take my lines.
Ah, damn.
I love you, Varen. Awesome. Okay.
That +3 dex, man. My initiative's just better.
That's true. Very true. All right. Yeah, the face sculpture, though, besides that chiseling attempt and stuff like that, yeah, and the missing eyes, it's still here. In terms of the directions that you're marching and things like that, the footprints that you were kind of following, like the boot prints and stuff, the humans and stuff, definitely do not go towards the northeast. They're definitely going towards that northwest, that left, yeah, where your mouse is going.
How big are the eye sockets?
Ooh, bigger than normal. Let's say proportionate to the 4-foot size sculpture.
About the size of a fist?
Yeah.
Right.
You have thieves and stuff. If you want to spend a turn here studying it some more. No, I already gave you that you were here on a turn, so I'll give you this as well. You do detect flecks of like fancy metals, like either like silvery flecks, like scratches on the sockets. Perhaps even gold.
Lyosh his background is a jeweler. Could that provide any more detailed analysis on that?
Yeah. Old ass statues and things like that. Dude, nerds love making fancy eyes. Either with jewels or fancy metals. This clearly seems to be some sort of like ocular socket for some sort of precious thing. Like, you know, based on the shavings around and stuff and the way it's carved in there, yeah, like these are like either like we're looking for golden eyes or silver eyes. No Sean Bean for England James reference when I say golden? Okay.
Oh man, I missed that.
But yeah, definitely looking for like precious metals. That would fit this. But yeah, otherwise, straight chilling.
All right. So, not many footprints going to the northeast. Lots going to the northwest. Was that right?
Correct. And if you want, I can give you information on each direction, of kind of where they terminate. This would be like from what your light could see, meandering up here and stuff, right? To help maybe inform. So this right hand, so the northeast where we're pointing up here, this extends pretty much exactly as far as another like 10 feet or so before it terminates into a T-junction again. But what's interesting about this T-junction that you see is that there is a massive boulder or like big rock that's kind of like blocked there that does not look like the same stone as the rest of the cave. It's lighter, mossy.
Okay, and I guess when you say blocks, it sounds pretty likely, just to make sure. Blocks is in like it looks completely impassable, right?
Correct. But so this is a T-junction that blocks sort of the northern. So like imagine a plus sign, but the boulder is sort of blocking the northernmost one. So you can still extend to the west or the east.
Oh, I see.
Okay. And where your light goes, it seems like both sides, the east and west junction here, kind of gently bend. The east one sort of bends. Let's say both of them kind of bend towards the north. They kind of cup north, maybe like only like 5 feet, if that helps you with the degrees. Sort of like going around the boulder, if this makes sense. And that's as far as your torch light hits, right?
Yeah.
From the face area. Now on the other side, it's pretty much a straight shot going northwest. It's still again maintaining them at the same distance of say that's 10 feet. It goes northwest 15 feet, 10 feet wide, into another T-junction that is going flat east and west before things terminate from the light.
Is that up there or is that down here?
That was down here. That was the other one. Sorry. We were drawing the wrong one. Yeah, no bother. This is basically like the extent of your light from going to the face sculpture, right? To help give you some information of maybe which way you want to go. In terms of smells and sights and such, the right side path with the boulder and stuff is dead ass quiet. The left hand side is also quiet, but it also has a little bit of dripping sounds, as well as the smell of smoke and charred flesh.
Maybe a good idea to head left and see what happened to these people who clearly came in here after us.
Is there any smoke hanging in the air?
No. Good question, though.
It's possible they got hit by one of those fire breath traps like they had on the door when we came in here.
Yeah.
Either way, perhaps some of their equipment survived, and we may be able to get some intelligence on what other traps could be down here as we get deeper.
Oh, does anybody
Or what the party was?
Does anybody read and write Thorkin?
Damn it, no.
Check. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Caius is extremely educated in languages.
Yeah. You catch a glimpse of graffito that has evaded any signs of damage or wear and tear. It says, "Watch out for crabs."
The graffiti's on where the smoked charred flesh smell area is?
No, it's actually on. Yeah. This jokes. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. When you said that, I saw your mouse hovering over the part that doesn't have the smoke part. So I was sorry. Yeah. So the graffiti is in the southern passage, not the northern boulder passage. Southern passage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something here about
No.
crabs.
Or sorry, you have it flipped. You have it also the sound and smoke and stuff is flipped. The sound of the dripping and the smoke charred stuff is coming from the southern passage here. Yeah, this section rather than the north rock passage. Right.
Okay.
I know there's a lot of like extra terminating finger passages like going off of this stuff, but yeah, in my head, the two logical paths you can either go to is like towards the boulder stuff or towards the southern T intersection. So that's what do you all want to do?
Let's head towards this flame burning flesh area and see if we can find that something's happened to them pretty quickly. We can see if they've got any additional gear or what other intel we can get.
Maybe a
from whatever
door
killed them.
or two. Yeah, let's go there.
Okay. We crawl up to the T junction, and on the left side junction, there is about 10 feet ahead of you a set of stairs going down about 20 feet into no longer a natural cave, but produced worked stone, obviously of Arcantian design. That's about as far as your light can go. You can see the stairs descend 20 feet, and it kind of cuts sharply towards the southeast, almost at a 45-degree angle, and kind of the light kind of diffuses and spills into what looks to be at least a 20-foot wide room extending to the south from here. So yeah, that T-junction continues to the northwest about 20 feet, and there's stairs that's 20 feet, and then at the end of those stairs, there's this diffusive large workstone room and some sort of design, and that's it. The other side, let me know if I'm going too fast.
So kind of like that.
No. You have that's south.
Oh, so it goes up this
Yeah.
way.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, the stairs don't go southeast?
No, the stairs go west. Did I say east? I must have
Okay.
said east at some point if everyone agreed, but I meant west.
Deal. Okay.
The other part of this passage, so the right side of this T intersection, with the side extending east, maintains the dimensions here of about 10 feet of width. There is a immediate left junction about 5 feet from where you're standing that seems to spill into a chamber. The chamber is about, say, 20 by 20. Natural stone. Kind of like what you think of almost like a thought bubble, or like a brain with a little 5-foot stem, a little pocket.
And it doesn't continue on past that?
Correct. Yeah, okay. Your light hits the far edge of that chamber. You don't see an obvious terminating spot from there. But carrying on, your light does continue to extend that passage. That passage vector keeps going straight and connects to. You can see that same boulder in the distance by another about 30 feet or so. So.
So the passage does continue.
Yeah, so it seems like the passage continues after that little, that little pocket. Okay. Yeah, and again, as always, I know we're mapping here with straight lines, but you can expect that, this is natural cave and variants, etc., etc.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely not straight lines if we can stand here and see this boulder, which looks like around a corner on our map. But
well, yeah, the boulder's massive. I don't think the map is giving it accurate pause, or at least I didn't describe it. It's let's say that the diameter of the boulder is at least 40 feet.
Wow!
Did you say this was rock? This was a carved room, not a natural one?
No, natural.
Natural, okay.
Right, that's a natural pocket.
I think there's a carved one down this way.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, the stairs, it becomes obvious like stonework.
Yes. Thanks, gang.
And the carved room is where the smoke smell's coming from.
Correct.
Okay. So that's down the stairs. Let's go ahead and we just check this small pocket real quick to make sure there's nothing in here, and then sounds like we maybe want to head down the stairs because we're trying to get to deeper in Beastman territory where the prisoners may be, because this is ostensibly a rescue mission to get a fat bounty.
Yeah, I think stairs into a work area definitely sounds like a good lead.
And Arden Vul is far too big to follow every single dead end.
Very true. So we're gonna check out that little pocket before going down in the card room, right?
Yes.
Great. Maximus, you'll be the first one to spot. There are footprints, and who else is in the front line here? Ingvar?
Yeah.
I am.
You see dried blood, almost like a trail or a burnt skin,
Uh-oh.
going into
Is
this cave. But then it seems to disappear. Like as soon as you go like 5 feet, so you kind of following it down that path, this corridor area, right? You're like, oh yeah, okay, it's kind of coming here to the right. You see a little bit that indicates, and a footprint that indicates it goes in that little pocket cave, and then nothing. It's gone. No sign of it.
Does it
like the ceiling?
I'll just stop?
It just stops. Very weird.
Can I look up and
course.
make sure that the ceiling isn't doesn't have anything weird going on?
Yeah. Oh, the ceiling looks like a natural ceiling cave. You probably see maybe like a small little like gecko or something like that, like scurrying through. But
Did you say we saw blood or smelled something in here? I don't remember what you just said.
yeah, it smells like burnt flesh in here.
Burnt flesh. Okay.
You saw a drip of blood and charred skin like in the hallway or like by the boot prints. You know, like imagine if someone was running away from a fight or whatever, or like you're tracking somebody, right? That's wounded. As a scout and things like that, you know, these are the things you kind of look out for. So that's why I'm happily giving you this stuff freely as you guys are scanning. Right?
So it sounds like either their compatriots had to carry them out of here, or whatever's killed them has dragged them off. Likely deeper down those stairs.
Let me give another one. Who's an herbalist?
I'm not an herbalist, but a druid.
You're a druid. I thought you said you're a nomadic. Oh yeah. Both of you know the telltale smell of witch hazel, like a healing ointment for burns and like medical stuff. You definitely smell these herbs. Like someone clearly was applied some sort of tincture to their wounds in here. It still smells.
Is there anything in this room other than the various smells and the lack of blood?
Just a natural cave.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the one that ran off because we didn't burn him. So this might be somebody from the party that blew up the door.
Yeah, these were human boot prints that you tracked into here.
Right. Okay.
It could have been one, possibly two sets of boot prints. I don't know. It's kind of scuffed, you know.
All right.
If it helps, the smell is strongest towards we call it the western side of the room.
So it looks like someone was treated of wounds in here, but there's no like blood here. It just cuts off. That's kind of strange.
They could have bandaged it, treated the wound, and then carried him off.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like.
You want to spend a turn to like thoroughly investigate this room like you would for secret doors and stuff like that as well, or do you just want to say screw it?
I want to investigate.
Okay. Yeah, you're doing a pretty slow, thorough, methodical investigation, and you're using like your dagger or like your spear or something like that, kind of like gently prodding along, and you watch your spear as it disappears into the western wall, and you pull it out, you put it back in, pull it out. It passes easily through the western wall.
An illusion.
Okay.
All right, saddle up, lads. We've got a secret door.
Ingvar, you feel the sense that somebody is terrified and psyching themselves up like you would like a warrior. It's like, kind of like you as a fighter, your sense of that like fires off. Actually, all the warriors do.
Okay. Yeah. So we can't. We don't know if they can see us or not. I think he'll call out. He'll say, "Is anyone there?"
No answer.
And we mean you no
wait a
harm.
second. You speak in Wiscan, like a Wiscan accent, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably speaking in Arcontian, as I guess that's the local language. Like noticeable Wiscan accent.
Yeah, with like a Wiscan lilt. Like, what I'm trying to say is that you would never be, mischaracterized as like, oh, this is how a beastman talks, right?
No, I only look like a beastman because I'm wearing the dirty plate mail.
You hear a puttering voice from beyond this hallucinatory wall. It says, parlay. Please. Unless you all want to die to a fireball.
Okay. Parlay, we will do you no harm if you do none to us.
Yeah. All right. So you're like right now you all are just talking to a wall, like literally.
Like motion to the others to start backing up towards the entrance if he has some sort of fireball weapon.
I want to spread out immediately.
Yeah.
Would we know if these like illusionary walls are block vision from both sides?
You wouldn't know.
Okay.
You've seen there's different flavors, which is why you don't know.
Yeah.
Like you think a mage.
How good are you?
Yeah, a mage like I'm a standard wizard might not be able to see through it, but like a trained illusionist would. That kind of stuff, right? Depending on if they went to which collegium they studied at or if they home.
So we don't know if they can see that there's a group of us.
Yeah.
We only know that they know that the person that spoke is there. So
yeah.
And they probably heard our footsteps moving around the room as we searched it.
I don't think we're so quiet with our chainmail and plate mail and stuff.
No.
Yeah, I think we came in pretty heavy.
I promise not to kill you or anyone you're with, he shouts a little louder. If you have healing, you have a priest. Use burns.
I have a very tasty healing potion.
You offer that information?
Can probably rub some dirt and herbs on you.
I am a healer from the basin.
Oh, you're a healer, okay.
Yeah. All right. Stepping forward from the magical wall is a very, very singed magician. His little like wizard cap and whatever is basically black except for like a little bit of purple. There's no like ball on it or anything like that. There's no like stars or anything, but like clearly dressed in like the standard, D&D old school art magician vibe, right? Holding what looks to be again like his spell book that is also singed. You'd see that like he's out of water, he's all dirty, crusty. He kind of limps at you, but you see that he has like the sign of like like he's holding 3 fingers out on his hand, like as he's like crippled and stuff from the flames and the burning. He's like like as though he's readying the spell like to cast, right?
There's no need for any violence. We mean you no harm, as I said.
Yeah. That's what that's what my companion said before they set the things on fire. Fire, man. Listen, do you know Can you get me out of here? Please, healing. He's obviously frantic, right?
How do we know once you're healed up, you won't just blast us with a fireball?
I'll blast you right now. As he puts his hand up.
Put your hands down, friend.
It's like, this room is kind of small. You'll take yourself out, and it looks like you've already experienced a little bit of that.
Well then, if you don't help me, I'll probably die in here, so it's not a big loss on my part. As he like grabs his hand and like you can see a little bit of fire starting to turn on. Yeah, he's basically he's kind of holding you hostage, ostensibly, being like, heal me or we all die, is kind of what he's doing right now. And so you have to, so trust me.
Lyosh will produce a small stone basin and start crushing some powdered metals and herbs together. And I'm going to make the herbal remedy salve, which heals 1 HP. And I fail.
Does nothing.
Damn.
It's too weak to heal him. Let's say it that way. Put it that way. What about the Maximus's potion? He doesn't know about that, but do you want to offer that, or is that a no-go?
Yeah, I'll give him the potion. I'll throw it, like I throw the potion to him. It's like, here, catch that.
Yeah.
It's gonna patch you up.
Catches it. Glug, 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 glugs. He agonizes for a second as he experiences extreme metabolic regeneration.
Is that just like cancer kicked up to 1,000?
Yeah. It's magical healing, so like he quickly comes back. Let's see how much he actually heals. I believe that was a 44.
Wow, that's a powerful potion.
It was a 2d4.
Oh, sorry. So 2d4. Just 5. That's fine. That's more than doubled his HP. He feels much better. All right. Listen. You have taken a risk and you've spent resources on a stranger. He looks at you like all like very fierce eyes. That I don't like being in debt, so I will offer information. What do you seek? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
We're here to pull the priestess out so we can get the bounty.
Priestess? Which priestess? Be more specific.
Caius would remember her name, but Varen doesn't. Hold on.
Is it in the rumors list?
Yeah.
I think it's in.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in the guide. Here it is. Damianos. High priestess.
Oh,
of
yeah,
Mitra.
Damianos. Oh yeah, she's no doubt either dead or still being held ransom by the Setites.
Oh wait, no, it was, or was it? Oh, it's Lillian.
Lillian.
One ambushed.
Yeah, the cannon. Yeah. I know her.
Yeah, Damianos is the one offering the reward.
Oh, yeah. You all are quite far from the prisons of Set. You know that you walk in the Beastmen territories. You need to be on the north side of the chasm.
Do you know a way down there?
Oh, yeah, I mean, why don't you just go the pyramid? And he looks around like, you don't like the halflings.
They charge a higher price than we have.
Hmm.
Had we the cash, it would make sense, but
still a
simply
little...
put, we're not rich enough.
Yeah, still a little wet behind the ears. I understand. Well, you've picked a great place to make your fortune.
We are wealthier in steel than we are in gold.
I understand. And I'm sure luck. So, how about you tell me the way out of here, and I will give you some parting wisdom. Do you know about the 7 hidden names of Thoth? Perhaps?
Caius immediately is like, oh.
I'll be
We
willing
do not.
to. Okay, well, show me the exit, and I shall reward you handsomely.
Bruh, it is 100 feet away. Guys,
Yeah, I was
guys.
like, we could draw you a map, or we could just walk the 2 seconds.
Yeah,
to get there.
Yeah, he'll ask to be escorted for sure.
Yeah, we'll walk him to like that intersection right before the exit.
And before we head off, maybe on the way, Ingvar's going to ask him, if you don't know the way out, how did you come to be here?
Oh, I got turned around, and there's patrols. Looks at you like,
Can I
It's lucky for you that we came along then, isn't it?
can I ask him about? He mentioned that he got like burned by his other party members. Like, what's the story with that?
Yeah, so he's going to describe what's going on in that other room, the way you didn't go in, right?
The crab room?
Yeah, the carved room, not the crab room.
Okay.
But yeah. He doesn't know what to call it. He says, "You've been in that chamber with the weird murals? Sets you at unease, like? At the statues. The sarcophagi?" He's like looking at you like you don't know what he's talking about.
We haven't been in there yet.
Yeah. Oh. Tessus! That nasty thief. Thought he could take the eyes. The statue. Doomed us all.
Yeah, we've been warned about the eyes.
Yeah. So we get for Herodes, our bard, convinced him he only needed a quarter share, but I tried to say that anyone who goes out on a quarter share can't be trusted. But, alas, now everyone's dead except for me. Well, anything else? Yeah, he does not seem that upset about the death of his comrades. Perhaps he's not telling the whole story.
As long as he tells us the 7 secret names of Thoth, I don't really care what his story is.
That's extremely fair.
He never said he'd tell us all 7.
He said he'll give you one of them. I'll tell you a secret name. Well, thank you for leading me to the door. You both are excellent bodyguards. And looks around. Thank you all so kindly. And the name of Thoth is the Light of Comprehension. Toodaloo, as he scurries off up the stairs.
What a waste of a healing potion.
Yep. And you didn't even get the guy's name. Just some illusionist.
Okay,
Okay,
cool. So it sounds like there's some statue eyes that we could get.
I thought it sounded like there's some statue eyes we can't get.
Yeah, that was my interpretation.
And unless he's already pulled the eyes off, in which case we might be in luck. But do we really want to mess with that?
It could just like
body
he tells you.
eyes.
Yeah, charred bones with some gems just in them.
Yeah. The implication was that they didn't get the eyes from the story, right? That in the process of pulling them, everything exploded. It was all bad.
Hmm.
So that the mural in the sarcophagi room is the same as the carved room.
Yes.
Okay. We should probably go check that out.
Let's head on down the stairs then. Yeah.
And keep their hands to themselves.
I look over at the Maximus and be like, no thievery right now.
Pinky promise. He crosses
imagining
his fingers behind his back.
Yeah. So let me describe this room to you because it's kind of like 2 rooms that get merged together. So let me describe the first room here. The first room here is literally so the staircase descends into 20 directly 20 feet south of it is sort of like a hard right angle, and then it extends out 40 feet from there. The staircase, so it comes in at like the north corner. So this is effectively like a 20 by 40 rectangle, right? With the stairs coming in at the northeast corner.
Okay, before we go any further, can we make sure we're mapping at like a consistent scale, and maybe rearrange things? Because if there's like I thought we were mapping at a 5-foot scale, and if there's a 20-foot tall, a 20-foot north to south room, we're coming in at the northern end of it. That means it should be extending down to like here.
Into the
yeah. So something is off somewhere. We should move things around.
Yeah.
We went
we
downstairs.
Yes, we went down 20 feet.
I thought it was a 10-foot scale.
Yeah, I believe we're mapping on a 10-foot scale.
Okay. Right.
At least that's what we've been mapping on in other expeditions. And
I thought it was 5.
The
I'm
de
lost.
facto standard.
I also thought it was 5.
Yeah, I thought someone said 5 last week, but last time rather. But
it's all right.
I don't know. Maybe I'm clowning.
Should we set it at 10 foot or at 5 foot? Since we want a consistent scale. I like 10 foot.
I think 10.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for 10.
So a 20 by 40 rectangle, you're coming in on the 20 side, right?
20 by 40, okay.
Okay.
Evenly spaced.
Yeah.
Yep. Evenly spaced north and south are 3 bas-reliefs, so 6 total. They clearly are supposed to be some sort of Archontian dignitaries, but none of these bas-reliefs have any heads on them. They've all been like decapitated, cut off, chiseled off. There's definitely smells of burning emanating further from this room. So it's 20 by 40, but that what we would call like the western portion of that 20 by 40 is not a hard end. The room opens up into a larger area I'll describe as well. Right, just the initial part is the 20 by 40 rectangle, and then enters a it's merged together with a different room.
Okay, so do we get the sense that we're below this cave, or
no?
Is our relative position wrong? Okay, I'll shift this cave to the south.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, not by much. Like you're not super wrong, but for mapping, it's hard.
A quick question that I may have missed: Did anyone go investigate behind that the hidden door where the wizard came out of?
I don't think we did.
No. Though I assume if there was anything valuable there, he'd have taken it with him.
Yeah,
I just didn't know if there was a chance.
It could have been another corridor and not just a dead end. He might have just blocked off one side.
We should definitely check later.
Yeah.
All right. Continuing the description of the room. The room becomes conical in shape. So this is a symmetric room. So I'm gonna extend. I'm gonna go from the bottom, and then you can see it as above on the top as well. It extends 45 degrees for 20 feet. It makes almost like you would a trapezoid, or like the entire end of the room kind of is gonna look a little bit like a cup, and you're in like the stem of the cup, right? So 45 degrees for 20 feet, then 20 feet completely flat. Sorry, 40 feet. I said 20 feet. 40 feet. Diagonal 20, longwise 40 on that edge.
And we're doing 10 per square. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Goes north 60 feet. not another diagonal, right? The diagonals are only on that one side, and again it's what would you call that? Horizontally symmetric. Now there's contents in the room as well. I'll describe. As well as exits. So, oh yeah, so other exits. On the northern face. So my perfect symmetry is a slight lie. On the northern face, right after the 20-foot slant, is a filled-in, like, collapsed hallway. Clearly, there was some sort of, like, you can see from the stone bits of a doorway that's just been completely caved in.
I think it might be over.
Yeah, it's one more
here.
over. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a 10-foot wide corridor that's just completely filled with rubble. Okay. So, yep, there are those decapitated bas-relief figures, as described. Now, there are 5 sarcophagi oriented in this diagonal room. There's one on the north of the diagonal, one on the south of the diagonal, and then 3 kind of evenly spaced in the middle of the room. On the far end, going from the center of the room, there is also a little bit of, like, some steps going up to a statue that's been really badly eroded. It's obviously bipedal and human-sized, but not human.
These sarcophagi are stacked like this, the other way.
Yeah, no, they're stacked that way, but the 2 on the flanks are actually closer to the bas-relief zone. They're next to the diagonals, and they're actually parallel to the diagonals.
Okay, yeah. Oh god, how do I actually rotate this again?
I got it.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, and then at the very far wall, there's sort of like a 5-foot step up kind of like a day, up to another little, like, 5-foot kind of area, and that's where the statue is. So it's kind of set alone. So your light is reflecting off the top of the ceiling here is probably like 40 feet. So does your flame barely licks the top of it, or your light does. This whole place, it does not seem originally Arcantian, or, like, at least it is in, like, the stone, but the murals here are freakish and definitely not part of Arcantian lore. The nature of the figures on these murals is unknown, vaguely reptilian.
The murals are on this western wall?
Yeah, exactly. In a few places, it seems as though some snakes are eating their young, or maybe people. Hard to tell. It's kind of all, like, messy and not exactly realistic. It's kind of abstract.
You said there were 5 murals?
No.
6?
It's kind of like, no, there's kind of like one big one that's all been, like, eroded with time.
Okay.
You're kind of like decomposing alien Guernica. Like you're like, oh, this is not Arcantian. This is not, like, lizard. Like, it's like weird lizards and stuff. And obviously, this statue is, like, messed up. Its head is definitely not human. Like, it doesn't have its nose is like doesn't even exist. It's, like, way smaller. But guess what? In that statue, where its head would be, there's absolutely 2 very, very nice faceted amber gems.
Quick question. This statue wouldn't remind me of Watchet, the goddess of, among other things, snakes and lizards.
No.
Okay, good.
No, it does
so
not.
we can loot. Great.
Right. And there is even more to go over. The 3 center sarcophagi are clearly thousands of years old. Based on their designs, they've all been kind of crushed in and looted. The northeastern sarcophagi looks much newer by a few centuries. The old ones have sort of motifs that are showing pictures of dragons basically devastating a countryside. But the 2 sarcophagi that rest diagonally here do not share those motifs. Instead, they show imperial legions, like shield and spear and stuff on the top, like guarding their bodies. The northeastern one has been smashed open, and its contents are strewn about, but the southeastern one is still intact. And I'm still not done. Sorry. I'm casting Wall of Exposition. In addition to all of this, there are numerous singed bodies across the floor. There's about 6 in total. Some of them have been blasted into like the wall from an explosion. Other ones clearly seems that they've been crisped and burnt alive. Others seem to have clung on, and you can clearly see that they tried to crawl before keeling over.
You said all these bodies are fairly fresh?
Yeah, and one of them has a dagger in its back. So, yeah, what if it was one guy with 6 guns? All right, so there's a whole lot that I just vomited at you all. So thanks for waiting.
Said burnt and backstabbed. Did you say one was crushed, or did I make that up?
No, like one got like thrown out from an explosion, like burnt and
Okay.
crushed. Clearly there was an explosion, right?
Okay. And does it look like the explosion was like around the statue?
Yeah, it seems like the center was on the statue.
Yeah. Are there any fresh dead bodies next to the unsmashed open sarcophagus? Because if not, that could be a good thing to smash open.
No, there's no one near that one.
Could we take the heads of the fresh bodies and put them on the bas relief statues?
That would be pretty grisly, but the dimensions wouldn't really fit, right? Because like the bas reliefs don't extend fully out. But
okay,
try. Yeah, they won't really stay up there.
I'm wondering if old mate magician just fireballed all of these people and like betrayed them and took their stuff. But then again, why would he be injured, I guess?
Well,
doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. If it matters, I would say in order of like, the dead adventurers clearly still have their loot on them. Is what I'm also trying to say, despite most of it being singed and burned,
Okay. Ingvar's going to start going through their pockets.
Yeah.
Maximus is gladly going to help.
Anybody got a crowbar to pop open this other sarcophagi?
Caius tosses you one.
Okay.
All right. So on this turn, I'm going to reveal what's on, say one of the, or like a few of the adventurers. So, in the hands of one of the adventurers, it's clear that like, you went to because it does not show signs of damage, is a hammer, like a war hammer, still clutched in a burning hand that shows no sign of damage at all to it. In addition to this shiny hammer, pristine, there's a few singed longswords. There's 2 singed longswords, as well as 4 daggers. And on that body is a lump of melted silver. So whatever it was, it is now just melted, what do you call it? Smag?
Like an ingot?
Slag.
Slag. Thank you. Cannot think of it. Yeah. Basically just silver. Yeah, it's silver bullion slag, effectively. Yeah. So that's so like you're looting. It's going to take another turn to loot everybody here. So like that's what you get for that one part, right? And so let's go to the prying open the sarcophagus, right?
Yeah, and
Right.
while everybody's looting, Caius is just kind of standing in the middle of the room watching the exits.
Yeah. Do you want
for,
to take
like,
a turn?
movement.
Yeah. Do you want to take a turn and take your time opening this thing up? There's no signs of. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think we're in a rush, so
Yeah.
just
okay,
use
so,
the crowbar to kind of help.
Yeah. With crowbar
Right up.
and grit and time, there's no reason to roll. You can
Okay.
just do it. Cool. So let me just make a quick encounter check roll for time going by. All right, clear.
I also want to say that our lights are flickering, so we should be
True.
prepared.
Yeah, you have 5 minutes. Okay.
I don't have any more torches.
I
Yes.
have a torch. I can pass you a torch.
All right, I'll light the new torch and throw away the old one.
As will I.
I'll reset our timer.
Nice. Okay. Inside is a moldy body of an Arcantian legionary, still accoutred in tarnished mail and helm. In their hands is their famous sword, like their gladius or anything like that. It looks like it's been worn down with time. But he also rests in a bed of what's clearly ancient coins. There's some sort of like case by his maybe his pillow, like his pillowed head is a scroll case that you would be able to tell. And he's also adorned with a very fancy necklace made of jade.
I want to call all that out to the party, but before grabbing it, being like, yo, this stuff could probably be cursed or trapped. Maybe, Maximus, you want to take a look before I start pulling this stuff off?
Yeah, I'll take my spear and I'll poke around and
Nice.
check it for traps.
Right. I'm going to cut back to Ingvar looting the bodies and then come back to there. All right. So I already described the hammer. I described that you got 3 longswords and 6 daggers and the lump of silver. In addition to that, you found a bunch of, all their coin pouches, which I'll describe at the end. You found another shimmering dagger, a potion with an orange hue to it, and then a potion with a purple hue to it. So you found like 3 coin pouches, 2 potions, and a very fancy dagger as well.
Okay, so the damaged weapons don't sound very interesting, but I'm definitely taking this pristine Warhammer. I'll just drop my boring sword and take this instead. Yeah, I'll poke around my inventory and work out how many things I can fit. But I think we should take the Warhammer, the melted silver, if it looks like a valuable amount of silver rather than stuff. Yeah. The coin pouches, the dagger, and the 2 potions.
Yeah. That the fancy dagger, I'd also want to point out that it definitely has like a Damascus steel bent to it.
I would be
very high
interested in
quality.
that, since a dagger is like one of the only weapons I can use.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Take it.
So, cut back to Patrick. You're investigating for any sort of like traps or anything like that in the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Nice. Yep. You take your time. You look it over. You can see, based on the prayers and the sigils and things around the chest, is that there is a lot of warding charms on here, but no signs of traps. So, like, wards of gentle repose and that kind of stuff are here. So, practically speaking, just there's stuff, there's incantations here that say do not disturb. And it's not like the cheap ones, that people put on.
I have a feeling these bodies might wake up if we.
Yeah,
try
I was
something.
gonna say this doesn't sound like those are just peaceful prayers to aid his passage, and he will be very pissed if we try to take this stuff.
Maybe we
But this
could
stuff
like
does look good.
simultaneously pierce their brains.
Yeah, you gotta do sticks something through the
I
body. to
actually
hold it
have
down.
2 spears with me.
Yeah. Do you want to preemptively just like attack this the body?
Is this the only body? Did we check the other sarcophagi?
We did not, but they were crushed and looted.
Oh
So
yeah,
if
okay. Then
something
I'll
like that,
just
they're probably empty, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt to just peek in real quick.
put my, actually not my spear, I put my greatsword down.
Nice.
And I want to snag the necklace off once he's pinned the sword through the body.
Yeah. All right. It's a free hit on the body. So just roll damage with your backstab.
Oh no, wrong channel. 3d12, baby. 24.
You do 3d12 damage on a backstab?
My God.
That's the might of a 200 greatsword backstab.
Jesus.
Yeah, you got backstab.
That's the Safari Thief combo, because Thief usually can't take these huge weapons.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't worry, the body's not getting up. it's definitely not a problem.
All right. I hope you don't mind some brain on your necklace.
As your greatsword hits the stony basin, it goes as it punctures through the skull of this thing, spot on. You can see like the wards begin to lose their luster.
So yeah, let's take the necklace, the scroll case, and stock up on a bunch of these coins.
So there are specifically at his feet 6 ancient octagonal platinum coins. These are ancient currency. As well as
oh, sorry, go ahead.
There's a 6 ancient octagonal platinum coins. There is that bone scroll case, as well as this very fancy jade necklace.
Nice.
Lyosh would ask Runar if he could see the necklace and see if he could appraise its value.
Sure. Yeah. Pass it over.
Right. As a jeweler, based on this thing, it's probably worth about 275 gold pieces.
Right.
And you know the best part? No 10% appraisal fees.
Yeah.
God bless.
We don't have a wizard with us, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah, we left Delgar at home this time.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
take the scroll for someone for later.
I mean, do you open up the scroll case?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see in there's 3 magic scrolls. Their runes still active, waiting for an arcane user.
Ooh, I've got Magic Dabbler. Can I read them?
Yeah. Looking it over, the first one is light. The second one is spider climb, and the third one is gust of wind.
Ooh.
Let's just say that takes a turn. You parsing them out.
Yeah. Hooray!
How many slots is a Warhammer? I was thinking probably 2, but I don't know. It doesn't explicitly say how many slots it is, so I wondered if that was a mistake or if it is actually 1 slot.
It's 2-handed, but 1 slot.
Okay, that's quite nice. Can I also look through those coin pouches to see how much these unfortunate adventurers had with them?
Oh yeah. This is always like the funny part of the game. It's 143 silver pieces, 71 gold pieces, and 219 copper pieces. Because that will have to get split up around people because of slots.
71 gold, 147 silver.
Yeah, I will. I'll just throw it in the rolls channel.
Okay.
Just as a easy.
Oh yeah, I was using the Halt's voice chat to put down all the loot and everything.
Yeah.
Could Lyosh also appraise the platinum coins?
Yeah. Why not? So these things are. So for starters, the Arcantian Empire has totally phased out the use of platinum coins. In general, but these platinum coins, even if they were, these are the ancient coins are like almost 10 times bigger than regular coins, the normal stuff that gets passed over today. They're big boys, and these are almost like almost ingots of platinum. That's how big these things are. So when I say they're huge. They're almost like definitely bigger than a belt buckle. I'm losing
like a Texas belt buckle.
Yeah, bigger. Yeah, even almost even bigger than that. I'm trying to almost like the size of a plate.
A bunch of
Like a
belt buckles
WWE belt
now
buckle.
to
Yeah.
compare.
Are these essentially like plates?
Yeah, almost like a WWE. Yeah, with like a hole in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very thick. They're like eight normal coins thick. They're big.
Oh wow!
Bigger than this.
Yeah, let me find. All right.
I'm imagining literally something that's just like a T plate, like a platinum.
Oh,
I
no,
think
I'm wrong.
white
Hey guys,
plate that you
everybody. Hey,
lift.
everybody, forget what I said. I'm actually wrong. They're very large. They're 2 inches across, but they're half an inch thick. So never mind.
I mean, that's still pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
they're still
fucking
extremely
chonky.
thick. They're still incredibly chonky. One of these coins is worth 375 modern gold pieces a piece.
Whoa.
On the front of the coin is a dragon's head, and on the reverse is a just a slogan. Cool. So this coin in particular says Imperial Archon Ren. So it's an abbreviation. Let me put it in the chat. Imp Archon Ren Est, which basically means the Arcantian Empire Emperor shall rule. And on the back it says this. So you know they're real. Auctoritas et potestas, or authority is power. These are these are not used in normal like circulation even back then. These are almost like ceremonial money. You know, this would be given during a coronation of an emperor, a very fancy political marriage. You know, that's when you bust these kind of things out.
So we couldn't just drop this off at the bank. We'd have to find like a collector, antique dealer or something.
Yeah, this would have to be sold in Gosterwick.
I mean, I've already got a ring that I've got to sell in Gosterwick. If you guys want to, I can take these. And I'm probably just going to go to Gosterwick after this.
Sure.
And I'll make a note basically of who I owe money to after offloading this stuff.
Yeah, I think we should definitely take those platinum coins. So from the adventurer bodies, I've put what I can carry in the chat. So the Warhammer, both potions, and 90 gold pieces. So that leaves some of the coins, the melted silver, and the shimmering dagger. If need be, I can drop a torch and a flint and steel and stuff to free up some slots.
Well, I think someone
I've got a bunch of room.
Hold on. I think somebody got a free slot because they had to relight their torch.
I've got 2 free slots because I also had to give away my potion.
I also have
I've
2
also
free
got-
slots.
I have 3 slots and can also dump some stuff.
The Tetris begins.
So real quick,
I got
it's our
four.
first
I'm happy
100.
to take the.
What was that, Achilles?
I could take the silver. That's probably an easy thing I could pocket.
And I can take the copper.
It's 100 coins to a slot or 200?
100. It was originally 200, but that was a fuck up. It's supposed to be 100.
Okay.
But remember, the first 100 that you carry is free. It doesn't take a slot.
So I can take the gold for free then.
In that case, I can just carry an extra 100 coins. Right. Everyone else do Tetris, then we can figure out what needs carrying with any slots left over.
I can take about 50 coins, it looks like.
Right.
And
And there
then
were
the platinum. Are the plat do how heavy are the platinum pieces? How many are there?
there's 6 total. I think the hard and fast rule is that you can carry 10 a slot.
Okay. So
The
I'll go ahead.
dagger's going to Runer, right?
Yeah, and I just dropped my shitty dagger and swapped it out with that, so I still have 3 slots.
Does this fancy dagger? I think you described it as shimmering. Does it seem to have an enchantment on it, or is it just a high quality dagger?
No, they both the hammer and the dagger seem to have some sort of enchantments on them based on the lack of damage given the rest of the area.
But we would need to have a wizard type to check that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, wizard to detect
You can
magic,
spend
or
you can spend 100 gold to get them to identify
Yeah.
two at the inn.
you can spend a downtime action also to do it, like to figure it out. But again, if it's cursed, you're host.
I'm sure they're fine. These are weapons that adventurers were carrying. Surely they only have the good stuff.
Yeah. And don't forget the 2 potions.
Yeah, nothing bad happened.
I
I'm not
do
too sure
have
anything that I was
potions.
carrying was fine.
Wait, can I
Is
identify a
able
potion
to-
with a sip?
Yeah.
Yes, that's always possible. We just need to take another turn to analyze that kind of stuff. There's also a generic mace I forgot to mention.
Lyosh will offer to test the potions because he's immune to poison.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
I'll hand over both potions. Go nuts.
Did you like made this character for like perfect niche protection? That's awesome. Yeah. All right. So the first one. So which one do you taste first, the orange or the purple?
The orange.
Nice. The orange one makes the room feel very cold to you.
Okay. And the purple.
Yeah. The purple one, little hairs grow out of your fingertips, and you feel them on your feet too,
I believe
giving you enhanced grip.
Yeah, I believe that this orange potion is a potion of some sort of fire protection, perhaps. Made me feel very cold. The purple potion seems to be a potion of spider climb.
Okay, who wants to? Does anyone want one of those potions in particular, or should we just? If not, they're already listed in my inventory, so I can just carry them out.
I think that works.
Okay.
So there are
Somebody
2.
carry-
The orange potions, if that's fire protection, could we drink that and then try and pry the eyes out?
I'm all for someone doing that while the rest of us are not in the room.
Yeah, like everybody else leave, and then maybe like whoever's game could try it.
Who's the tankiest?
I'm pretty tanky. I've got 10 health. I also have pretty decent stats other than charisma, which maybe that comes into play.
Very good stats, but only 4 health. So
Ingvar has 9 hit points.
Yeah, I've got 10. Probably makes sense, yeah, that like whoever does it's still going to get hit by fire. So they're still going to take damage. So they should
and based on
probably
the
be
one
someone with
body
high
that
health.
was thrown against the wall, the impact is probably an issue more than the fire.
Can we tell from the scorching from the fire what might be the blast radius? Is it everywhere, or is it maybe just like a cone emerging from the statue? Can we tell that?
It looks like a bomb centered on the statue, affecting the whole area.
Oh, okay.
Up to about the bas reliefs, you know. After that, that's out of range.
Whoa, that's big.
Yeah, I was like, you want to put 6 poles together and try to poke the eyes out.
I don't know if we risk it. I mean, that's a huge. It really depends on the potency of the potion.
Who's on guard duty?
Caius is.
Right. Yeah. Caius, you've been tracking some like squishy sounds. And I don't know if you have light to see.
We have light in the room, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on how far away out in the hall they are.
Yeah, you're hearing something from beyond the stairs, kind of slurping.
Up the stairs, where the way we came?
Yeah, upstairs. Yeah, I mean, there's no other way out of here. But somewhere up the stairs, you're hearing something like, not chitter, but like slurp.
Gentlemen, we may have company upstairs, so I would suggest against anything that's going to get any of us killed before we handle that.
Slurpy shuffling is probably what I would call it.
Okay, I think let's gather up all the loot that we want to take, if we've not done so already, and then cautiously approach the slurping noise.
I think, was anybody carrying the scroll case, or should I toss that in mine? So I think that was the last thing we didn't divvy up.
Go ahead and hold on to that for right now. Can you not use those scrolls?
I don't know. What's the requirement to use them? Just intelligence?
Yeah.
I thought
no.
witches had
Witches
like a
can.
spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, witches
they can.
cannot
Okay.
use magic user spells. Bards can, channelers can, but not witches and seers.
Okay.
You both got your own spell lists.
Yeah.
Okay. I can carry them then, since apparently I think I'm the only one who can use them. So if we feel like we need to use them in a pinch, I'll take them.
Yeah. All right.
So we managed to divvy up all the money and stuff in people's pouches.
So, of the coins we found on the adventurers, I have actually miscounted because I put down that I took 90 gold, but they only have 71 gold on them. So I guess I took 71 gold from them, none of the silver and copper, but I could take 100 silver coins or 100 copper coins if need be.
I have all of
them. Can you take the gold, because I had also written that down for me?
Okay, I have the gold on my character sheet.
And I could probably carry all the silver and copper from the coin pouches. I've got plenty of slots.
I have all of the copper.
You have all the copper? Okay, so I'll carry the slot and a half of silver.
And we've got the ancient platinum coins and the necklace, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Can I proceed?
Yep.
I think we are all set. Yeah.
Sick. Awesome. Yeah. So as we're assembling and going to the stairs and bringing the light source out, you definitely see the shuffling, slurpings. It is a horse-sized centipede that is currently nibbling, leaving a slime trail on the floor, following the blood and footprints towards your direction. It's proceeding up the wall, the northern wall rather than the southern wall, towards the stairs. Clearly looking for a meal. It sees
Ugh.
it senses you because it doesn't have eyes, right? And it immediately, like, its slime turns green rather than it's clear. And yeah, so it's gonna be starting in let's say close, but it's kind of on a wall. And yeah, we're gonna roll initiative. Ooh, Gunnar.
Yeah, and what?
Finally,
I'm guessing I can't reach it on the wall though. Is the thing.
yeah. Well, also, if you get the highest, that means everybody acts before this thing does.
Yeah. So that's.
Oh, nice.
I'm really glad I lost you, bud.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't reach it with my dagger staff, so I'm gonna just uncork this thing of oil and throw it on it to kind of hope that somebody will ignite it afterwards.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, make let's just do a test. Probably got to be like a 10 or so to make sure that you hit it.
A dex for range.
Yeah, like a range throw text. Yeah. Yeah, spot on.
Yes.
Great.
Hey, Runar, would you like to have another flask of oil?
Sure.
Because Caius had to put one down in order to fit everything in his pack.
Yeah. Well, we'll just say I took that one
Attilius.
and threw it.
Yeah, it's in your hands. All right. I believe it's Attilius now.
I guess we're gonna light this thing up, and I mean, I've got a spear. Will that be able to reach?
Yeah.
I'll move up and just have at this thing. So that is. This is decidedly not humanoid.
Correct. Oh yeah, that's easy.
20. Yeah.
Are you rolling your D3?
Oh, I'm not. I'll just roll that now.
And also, what's your deed?
Oh, I got the deed.
It's your standard deed.
I want to.
Yeah.
I want to try and get it off the wall. Like if I can
Yeah.
get the spear kind of under it in a way and lever it off the wall.
Oh yeah, and so it was with the mighty deed. Perfect. Yeah, so it's on the floor now.
Ah, beautiful. And then that'll be the 6 plus 4.
So
Oh, beautiful.
if
Still
if it's on the floor, having been knocked off the wall, perhaps on its back.
No, it's not on its
Does that count
back.
for backstab? Damn.
No, it's not on its back. It's just it got shuffled. He moved it rather than. Okay.
All right, Patrick, I tried.
Hmm.
Maximus?
I just attack it with my greatsword, I guess. D20 plus is strength to hit
Yes.
bonus, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Nope.
9's not going to cut it. It's like the first miss. All right.
All right. Caius is gonna just start trying to hack dangerous parts off of it with an axe.
What animal will do it?
21. Cool. Then 3 damage.
Scott'll still got plenty of fight in it.
Oh, I imagine.
Okay. I'm not really sure what mighty deed I want to do right now, as it already seems in a pretty vulnerable position. Can I just roll the d3 without declaring a deed?
I mean, you can, but you could do. There's other things like you could try to make it easier to hit. So like it would get like a -2 to its armor class. So that would be kind of like rolling it over or pinning it.
Yeah.
Another one,
right.
or you could try to like quote unquote blind it, as in giving it a -2 to its attack rolls on its turn.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to crush
roll it
whatever
over.
sense organ it has that is telling it where we are, because it doesn't have eyes.
Yeah, it's a little petaplops. You could try to roll it over to make it vulnerable to backstabs. That would be like a separate one.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got a 1 on the die.
Okay, fair enough.
Ooh, 6 to hit.
Not gonna do it.
Don't suppose it's like a +10 Warhammer,
luck?
is it?
No.
No luck.
Even with the hidden bonus, that's not even close.
Okay.
Che.
I am going to wild form into
No trademark. No trademark.
Yeah, I don't want to get
Legally
sued.
distinct.
I'm gonna wild shape into a big centipede, I think.
Sure. To a big bug? No. I don't know if you get. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm now a big centipede. Does that take my action, my turn?
I think so.
All right.
Animorph. To turn into an Animorph cover? Yeah. You could probably move and do it, but like, yeah, that would be like your action.
All right. Yeah, I'll move into I'll engage with the centipede.
I think everybody except for Runar is close by to this thing. Also, nobody lit it on fire. So,
that's my bad. I totally forgot.
All right, I'm gonna roll a d5 to see who it targets. I'm rolling d5 instead of d6 because, again, Runar's I don't think really in range, so it's gonna hit one of you all close by. So I'm just gonna go d5, top to bottom on the voice channel order.
All right, let's hope it's me.
All right, it's Ingvar.
Oh no.
But it actually has 2 attacks, so I'm gonna roll another d5 to see where the second one goes. 3. So that would be Runar, but instead it's Attilis. Okay, so the first one is this is a bite. This is a bite attack on Ingvar.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to cut the mustard.
Nope. I have AC 15.
All right. Tentacles. It's petaplops as it uses for sensors. Dripping with green ichor. Lash out at Attilis. With a 1, not going to work. Okay. Easy.
No problem.
All right, your turn, Runar.
Now that it's on the ground, I want to try out this new dagger and then run up and try to slit it open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, not to self-report, but I was carrying one of the torches, and Patrick was carrying the other, or Maximus rather was carrying the other, and we both have done something that would cause us to drop our torches.
Ooh.
Oh, right.
Thank you.
Did you drop it on the oil by chance?
Well, I think let's see what this hit does.
Do torches
that's definitely
still burn on the ground?
So
there's a 50-50 chance for the torches to go out, but let's see the just roll your flat damage that you would normally, and then I'll tell you. Okay. The hit was better than you expected, but not enough to indicate what it does.
Oh wait, was that to to figure out what the enchantment was.
Yeah.
But does a crit do double damage or?
Oh yeah,
or
crit
what?
does. Yeah, it does do damage. Oh yeah, it does do double damage. Sorry, but that's not a crit. You rolled a 16.
Oh yeah. It was just highlighted, so I thought it was. Yeah.
You're grand. Tilius?
Do we need to determine torches?
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I literally had my short-term memory RAM is getting clear. Like my cache is like clearly just not
Download
working
more
right.
RAM.
All right. Yeah. I just should download more. It's a 50-50 shot. I want both of the people who are holding torches to roll it, and I'm gonna say on a high, it's still lit. So 4 or better.
On a low, this is going to be really funny.
What was that? Avray bot?
Lyosh's
Before
is
or did the damage die? Before.
You need to roll a d6.
oh, I rolled
I mean,
a
it's
d4.
the same math of high or low, so I would actually honor that. All right, both of the torches are lit on the ground. Does I guess then the question is, does it light the oil? Yeah. I mean, I guess it would kind of auto do that, but the problem is that you all are also near it as well.
Oh yeah, this is probably going to turn into a bit of a kerfuffle.
All right. This thing gets engulfed, right? And I guess, I mean, pretty much everybody but Ragnar needs to basically make a dexterity save here, or be at risk of catching fire as this whole thing lights up.
Let's hope that's a DC 10.
Yeah, I was like, they were not so
Yeah.
great rolls.
It would be, let's say it's, I didn't tell you the difficulty, but probably a 12 to get out of the way.
There are 2 big centipedes on fire.
All right. Everyone
And,
who
yeah, it
fails
looks like
takes 4 damage.
Jesus.
What's the target? 15?
No, the
the target
was 12.
You made it, Patrick.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. The first centipede goes up in flames. So the actual enemy dies, but everyone else is now caught and on fire. You need to make another dexterity test or take another d4 points of damage.
Chug the potion.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Um,
Because per the...
Oh, I critted.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, I failed again.
All right. Yeah, because...
Can I drop and roll and try and extinguish?
Yeah. So the definition of an oil flask, the properties, it burns everyone in close range for 4 rounds for 1d4 damage, right? Since you're in melee with the thing, that's close range, which is why you all are subject to this. Yes, so stop, dropping, and rolling. That'll give you an advantage on your save.
If you have luck tokens, you might want to use that.
Yeah.
For the save.
I don't have a luck token, but I did put stop, drop, and roll in my description of the roll. Does that count?
Yes, I would honor an advantage roll for you.
Okay, let's try that again.
This is basically dropping whatever you're holding.
woo!
Yeah, it basically this literally means you drop whatever you're holding, drop to the ground, and try to put out the flames, right? So that's what advantage indicates here.
It looks
I
like
just the
everybody
warhammer
made
in
the
my
second
hand. So.
save.
Yeah, if everybody made it the second round, then we're okay. Oh, oof. The real danger is ourselves.
Yeah, we kind of screwed that up.
Party in the other room clearly showed us.
Yeah, I know. Now you see how this happens. Okay. Well, grand. 2 more turns go by.
I'll pick up my warhammer when it's no longer in a puddle of burning oil.
Yep. The fire will burn for 2 more turns and then go out. If anybody wants to do anything in that time.
Anybody hungry? Is roasted centipede good?
Lyosh will leave his wild form, and then on the next turn, fire an arrow.
Nice.
Did those torches get burnt up in the fire?
Yeah.
I'm guessing they're not usable. Okay. I'll cast light then before the
Yeah.
fire burns.
I would have said they remain lit, but then they got immolated. Now there's nothing left of it.
I'm gonna go ahead and light a lantern too.
Yeah.
For our
So-
last hour here.
So if the torch would have fell on the oil and went out, you would have actually incidentally task failed successfully yourselves.
What do I do to cast? Is this just a?
Oh yeah, it's a charisma test for a witch, but it's DC 11 because it's the level plus 10.
Okay, and I have the +1 witch spellcasting.
Nice.
So then, oops. Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, we have a light now.
Oh yeah, plenty of light.
I want to hack off a piece of the burnt centipede meat and just take it with me, just in case the centipedes are still up and they've eaten everything. Maybe I can throw a bit of meat to them.
Yeah, taking a slot of it. I would say the char and the burning of it has neutralized the slimy exterior that normally causes bad times. So yeah, go ahead for free.
I somehow missed that the centipede died. That's my bad.
Yeah. A lot happened at one time. It's okay.
I would not shoot an arrow at the burning centipede corpse then. I rescind that action.
So right now the only source of light is a light spell.
I've
There's
got a
a
lantern
lantern
lit
as
as well.
Oh, there is a lantern. Sick.
Yeah, the lantern. As soon as the torches went out and the centipede was dead, the lantern. There's some swearing and shit as a lantern comes up.
Okay. Well, the way is clear for now. What do you all want to do?
And I can heal up. How much time do we have?
We have an hour.
We can check the crab room.
Oh god.
Is someone able to hold this lantern?
I can. Lyosh can. Before he
Okay.
does that, I'm going to try to make a curative salve to heal myself, which is a DC 15.
Didn't you already do this and fail?
No, there's a salve and then there's a curative salve, which are different.
Gotcha.
The curative is equivalent to a potion of healing. So I have made a herbal potion of healing.
Yeah.
Dude, sick. That's an awesome ability.
Nice. How long does it last?
It lasts 3 rounds, so I'm going to go ahead and apply it to myself.
Okay. So that takes a turn, and yeah, you all hear a horn, a blast of a triplet horn coming from around the boulder.
Okay, well, we know where the beast
we know who that is.
Yep.
Run to the secret door and hide.
Do we not want to knock these guys out?
I mean, aren't y'all all burnt and injured?
Oh, I guess maybe.
Yeah.
So you want to
I'm
hide?
fine.
You want to hide in
that we
Illusion.
didn't explore to see if it's a dead end or not.
Sure.
Yeah, we're kind of killing
Um,
two birds with one stone then, because we're checking it as well.
Somebody got like a broom or something. They can like wipe our footprints away as we walk in.
I don't know if you have that much time. I'm wondering if this is a... Like, does the spell persist on a... All right, I'm going to make a 50-50 chance because I don't know if this is like a concentration spell that the illusionist was keeping up or whether or not this like lasts like X number of hours. So I'm going to say there's a 50-50 shot on either way. So who wants to roll this 50-50? Thanks for volunteering, Runar.
Okay.
You will roll it and either pick high or low for success.
Oh, I didn't pick. I'll pick high and roll again.
Yeah.
14.
Nice. Okay. It's still up. All right. You all can squeeze back behind the terrain and as the sound of hoof or marching boots comes by. No sign of them, boss. I'll keep looking. We saw a fire. It must be. It must be here. There's light. Check the scary room. Imagine they were greedy, you know, and like they're going down there. You all maintain radio silence as they scooch by. Clearly, it's a banda of
So like
Yes,
6 of them ish.
yeah.
And this is a question that was asked earlier that now we would find out. Can we see through the backside of this hidden wall?
Yeah, it actually is just a natural wall right behind it. I can't help but imagine in my head that one of you also like puts like your spear or your weapons to it just to make sure it's not a second hallucinatory wall. But no.
What I meant was, is this illusory wall? Is it like a one-way mirror where we can see through the backside?
Yes, you can see. Sorry, I didn't explain that, and I should have.
Mhm.
Which is why you saw it was the beastmen going by, and they didn't even pay this room any mind because they looked and saw it was empty.
Okay, so the illusionist guy knew exactly how many of us there were when he was in here.
I mean, if there's 6 of them, do we want to ambush them?
I
Could
mean,
be a
how are
good
y'all
opportunity.
doing for help? Like, I was under the impression y'all.
I got a little hurt, but I had a lot to start with, so it might still be enough. I think I'm capable.
I'm perfectly
Yeah.
fine. So
So
I
what,
think we've
5
got
whole
another
hit
thing of
points.
oil to. I think we've got another thing of oil to put on these
Oh,
stairs to
God.
break up their formation.
yeah.
And if we ambush them, I think they could get pretty badly messed up pretty quickly.
Slide down into the fire and ignite themselves.
Uh,
I do like
But
that
it-
idea of setting up like a trap because they're going to have to come back this way, right?
Well, how about we take a short break because we've been playing for about 2 hours. And
Okay.
come back with a plan.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
idea.
There's a question of the light spell requiring it's a focus spell, so you actually have to roll it every dungeon turn to keep it. And it just went out, but we have a lantern, and apparently that's up, and apparently we might have 2 more torches on backup for somebody. So I guess we're debating on whether or not we want to attack right now, or do you want to get your light situation more assured?
I mean, I'm down for an ambush. I also have a
Yeah.
flask of oil.
You could definitely ambush them. They're in loose formation, investigating the crawler, you know, that just got destroyed, that got burned up, and they're looking around, you know, and some of them are proceeding to go down the stairs at this moment in time. So they're still close by to you.
So is it
Lyosh is going to produce his stone basin and craft a Phobane, which will give one person advantage on attacks and damage against one creature type that I choose for 6 rounds, or for 1d6 rounds.
Wow.
Yo, druids. All right, well, that'll be,
Is
be your
the
turn.
tentative plan to charge while they're on the stairs, throw the oil, hope they slip, and then just beat the shit out of them?
Yeah, kind of basically keep them in the box that is the stairs and see if we can possibly get oil on the back half of them to prevent them like retreating down the stairs, basically.
It's over. We have the high ground.
Effectively.
Yeah, make them fight upstairs against us and all the whole 9.
Oh yeah, 21 definitely gets you your Phobane.
Oh well, that it was with advantage, so it was 11 plus 3, so that's still good. But
Oh, I see. Okay. So what are
So
what's the
we're
rest of the
gonna
semester?
we're gonna throw oil on them while they're on the stairs,
So it sounds like
and
they're
then we're
broken up.
going to.
So maybe we don't
Hang
want
on.
to do the oil.
Hang on. I think this is actually an important point of adjudication. As soon as somebody is going to go do something on their turn, I'm going to ask for like for them to execute like the task, and then I'm basically going to see whether or not I'm going to make like an awareness test on their end, right? Of what happens. But if it's like an attack or something like that, then we probably have to go into combat initiative order, which might skewer everything, right? Does that make sense?
We also need our marching order because this hallway is still only 2 wide.
Yeah. So you might want to prioritize, who gets the drop, because you might only get 1 drop instead of multiple drops. Does that make sense?
Well, so it's
Yeah.
either going to be the oil flask or it's going to be my backstab. It's probably the oil flask if we can get multiple. Are they close enough for like an oil fire to?
Yeah, you can get 3 of
multiple?
them. If you act now, you can get 3 of them. So half the group.
Is everyone back?
You mean
I
players?
think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's unmuted.
Okay, who
You
has
go for
the
the oil?
oil flask?
I have one. But I would like to hand it off to someone because I might be able to sneak in a backstab.
I also have an oil flask. But I don't want to break the marching order to be in front to do it. So if I could throw it over the people, that would be fine.
I don't think I'm of
Why-
the opinion. Hang on. In case you're wondering, I don't think I'm of the opinion you can like double burn somebody. Like you can't like do 2 oil flasks doesn't make 2d4 damage. Does that make sense? You're kind of on fire
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you're
yeah.
not on fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I
So-
don't think that we were talking about multiple people doing it. I think we were trying to figure out which person.
All right. Okay. Have at it.
I need you to be in. Why do you need to be in front to throw the oil flask?
I don't. That's what I was checking.
Yeah. Oh, I think the ceilings are high enough that you can viably try and lob it over.
Yeah.
Especially because we're fighting them downhill.
Yeah.
And we're essentially trying to put the oil at the bottom of the stairs so that they can't back up in formation and get away from us.
Yeah. There is one slight rub to this problem that I didn't really identify, and that is to sneak out here and throw this light. Right? Because your light will be a giveaway. There is no surprising an enemy.
There's no light emanating from like the embers of the
No,
centipede.
there is.
and,
Yeah. But it's like quickly dimming out, which is why I'm giving you that for this time. But
Yeah.
All right.
thinking ahead, that's something to consider.
So for the approach, we know where they are. There's light coming from where they are.
And they're facing the
Can-
other way. So
And they're facing the other way. Can we shutter the lantern? Because that's our light source right
Yeah.
now is the lantern. We can shutter the lantern, make the approach, and then essentially try and and then it's just lights up, go. all at once. Leosh, if you can like manage the lantern.
Yeah, I could also potentially I could turn into like a bat, fly behind them, and do the oil.
Oh, I have my rat. Is my rat strong enough to go dump an oil flask on the stairs?
Yeah,
No.
like I
Probably
could
don't think
turn
a bat
into a
could either.
bat and then return to human form
Yeah, that's
behind
yeah.
them.
Yeah, a bat can't carry a flask of oil.
Yeah, the only issue with that then is then you're by yourself on the other side of them, and I think that gets you killed.
Yeah. Yeah, I can. If I could have a like a spear or something, because I only have my only weapon is a short bow, so I wouldn't be able to do anything if I was carrying a lantern.
I've got a hand axe.
I can
Yes.
carry the lantern because I don't have many spells to cast, and I'm using the dagger, so that's one-handed.
Okay.
Yeah, that works. And I will
All right.
apply the faux bane to Ingvar. Attilis, you already have like a really good bonus to hit
Yeah, I'm
Beastman,
good.
don't you? So yeah, I will
Yeah.
apply the faux bane to Ingvar. So Ingvar, you will have advantage to attacks and damage against Beastmen.
Nice.
Mhm.
And did you say that lasts for 1d6 rounds?
Yes. So
Alright.
I'll like apply it when we do the
Okay, so lantern shuttered, march over, launch the oil flask, and go from there.
Yep.
Cool. Let's do it.
So yes,
Do you-
now all it is if there's a roll for us to be able to pull it off.
Yeah. Do you need to roll percept if they detect us first, or do you want me to
Well-
roll to throw it?
You have to throw the flask first.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, it's like a DC 10 to just get the general area.
This is not considered an attack, right? Like the
No, it's
Whiskin
an attack.
hit. Oh, so mighty would count. Okay.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, no problem. All right. You splash them all. They're like, what the hell? So I'm just gonna roll like a plus wisdom, I guess, or something like that. To see. Wisdom is +1. I don't think a 10's gonna cut it. So keep going. Who wants to go next? They're still confused.
I would try a backstab. Is there like? Oh wait, can we go in melee distance?
Yeah,
Or
you can move. Yeah, right now you guys are
oil-
close. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, I'm using the wrong terms. You are currently near them, but you can move the distance from near to close.
Yeah, but
with a
are
single
they?
action.
Would I walk into the fire?
Yeah, if it was lit, yes. Because
That's
close
So I
range.
wouldn't
yeah.
want to walk into the fire.
Yeah. So you're currently near,
Um,
which is like a move distance away from them.
I'm
Conceptually.
throwing my spear as a backstab.
Oh, sick! Yeah, that works for me.
Sweet. Do
Uh,
I roll to hit for that too?
yeah, with advantage.
So 2d20. That's a 16 actually. I forgot
Yep.
my strength bonus.
16 is exactly what you needed.
Okay, sweet. So 3d6. 14.
Nice. Can you roll a d6 for me just to see which random one you killed?
Number 2.
All right, thank you. Yep. Goatman's dead. Now, okay. Let's see. Let's see if the must have been the wind works. I'm gonna roll.
He just had a heart attack.
I know, right? Yeah, that makes sense. With it, I gave him advantage to figure out what the hell's going on and once one of the guy dies, you know. But it could have been like a question of speed and efficiency, right? But no, instead they're dead and they're like, oh, what the fuck? And they're looking around and yeah. So we're gonna go into combat initiative.
Ooh.
Looks like Patrick's getting the highest so far. Patrick, Maximus got a 17, the highest. Maximus, you start the order.
Yes, very sweet. So I actually have a second spear.
Nice.
And am I gonna throw that?
Yeah. They haven't acted yet. I don't see why you couldn't try to go again at a backstab.
Okay.
Right.
Advantage again?
Yeah.
Sweet.
They are covered in oil though, so be wary of torches and stuff.
Yeah.
Though we've not set them on fire yet.
Yeah. I'm throwing it again. After that, I will have to think of something else to throw. 17
We'll
hits.
do it. Yep.
The strength bonus comes in really handy. 3d6. 11 damage.
Yep. I can roll another d6 to see which one you kill.
Number 5.
Okay, you killed the weak one. You killed the weak sheep folk. Culling the flock. All right, 2 of them are dead. Yeah. Everyone who goes in this turn before they go basically has advantage as sort of like the kickoff of the ambush. Does that make sense? Is this pretty clear how I'm trying to do it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I am actually in kind of the back because of the way our initiative or the way our marching order needs to work out for the enclosed space. So I'm gonna throw a hand axe.
Get it?
That's a 20 total.
That will do it. That will hump the camel.
1 damage. Just nicks him.
Not gonna do it. Roll a d4 for me to see. Or actually, no. There's only one. There were 3 that were coated in oil, so there's only 1 target. So never mind. Okay. Cool. All right, you don't
Yeah,
have
we're
to roll.
kind of. Yeah, we're aiming at the guys who don't.
There's only one
have
left
to
standing here.
roll.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So first, I'll roll a d6 for the duration of the bonus to attacks against beastmen thing that has been smeared onto Ingvar.
Nice.
So that's going to last 6 rounds.
It's like a rune on your forehead kind of thing, right? Or like something.
Something like that, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really seem there's much point in setting them on fire anymore if there's only 1 left. So I'm just going to run in like Warhammer swinging.
Okay. What's your mighty deed?
I want to.
He's at the top of the stairs, and his buddies are
Yeah.
at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, I was just thinking I would have like bowl him over into his friends at the bottom to knock them
Yeah.
over if I can.
Yeah. Okay. Nope.
So I'm rolling to hit, and is it also damage with advantage with this?
Yes.
Bonus?
Yeah.
Cool, nice. Okay.
Yeah. You don't roll mighty deeds with advantage. Then I'm not that generous.
Exactly. So let's see, 24 to hit. It's critical. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this guy's smote. No matter what you roll, it's gonna get this guy smote.
Does a crit give extra damage as well?
No, it's just
Yes.
the dice are doubled.
Oh,
Dice are
you're right.
doubled. Add modifier.
Okay, the dice are doubled. How does that work with advantage on damage?
You get advantage on damage.
Yes.
Oh, the foe thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the foe thing.
Oh, so roll the first one with 2 to keep the highest, and then roll the second one to keep the highest.
Okay, I think this roll will work. Let's try it.
Yeah, so you roll a 9 and a 10.
Mm-hmm. 19
yeah.
damage.
Plus
Just
how much?
destroyed that thing.
Plus 4, or what? How much extra damage do you roll on top of that?
Oh yeah, I
Those are
forgot
like
about modifiers as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's
so
fucking dead. Like, don't worry about it.
there's plus 2 on top of that as well, so that's 21 damage.
Yeah, you did
Dang.
more than the backstrike of the great sorting thief. Yeah. Damn. Very cool. Hella cut down. Well, that leaves only 3 left. What about Yayosh?
Yeah, I will fire my bow.
We do need to light them up yet, right?
There's no more
Oily
that are
ones.
lit up. The ones that were lit up, or the ones that were oiled, are dead. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Basically,
I'm
we threw oil on a group of them and then proceeded to just kill all of them.
I did not realize that we did that, but okay.
Oh,
I guess it's going well for us.
Maybe that's my bad. Maybe I misheard something or like who you're targeting. But I feel like it's kind of too late now to reverse who you're.
We threw the oil, but no one then threw a flaming torch or something on them. So.
It's a running theme for us is just the threat of the flame.
It put fear in their hearts.
It's a good backup plan.
4 remain, three regulars and the sergeant. At the bottom of the stairs, 20 feet from you. So another close. So you move to close, fire your bow. Oh,
yes.
roll a 12. Not good enough.
Nope. I actually rolled a 9.
Oh yeah. Okay. My God. I think they're gonna need to roll a morale test.
But where can they run? There's no exit from that room.
That's true. So I'm gonna roll with advantage.
Do they know? Yeah, I'm sure they know. They knew what that room was.
Okay. Nope. Okay. So they're gonna panic, and the sergeant's going to use their turn to blow their horn to basically force people to not run and reform. Which really sucks. So that's their turn. At least they're not running around. Like, no, we're gonna die on our feet.
Oh, so I'm guessing daggers are throwable, but they don't magically return to the hand afterward, right?
Make a death mother would be proud of. That's what they say. Sorry, what was your question? I was too busy thinking.
Yeah, I can throw the dagger, but it doesn't return to my hand, correct?
Oh yeah, yeah. Not as far as you know, no.
Yeah. I don't want to break the formation. Could I hit something with a staff while still being in the second row?
No. It's a close range weapon. You have to move up to him.
Ooh. I'm gonna just be like, yeah, y'all seem to have this under control. I guess stay here.
Yep.
I should invest in a sling or something when we get back to town.
Slang gang.
Tilius, show me your moves.
All right. So they're down. They're at the base of the stairs. Is that right?
Yeah. They're a move distance away.
All right. Well, so we could move up and still hold in the stairs.
Yeah.
It's not going to bring us in. Okay. I'll move up with the spear. I would really like to target the leader if I can.
Yeah.
Because I would like to try and quell his ability to keep these guys together, and maybe we can get him to completely panic.
Yeah. They're so grim. Yeah, they're basically ready to. They're gonna die for this rather than surrender.
So I will go mighty deeds. I guess I want to. Does he keep using the horn, or is it like a kind of one and done thing?
No, ostensibly it's the same tenor of the triplet note that you heard for them saying danger. So
I think What I'll do with the mighty deed is I want to try and stagger the leader if I can,
Yeah.
and just open him up and kind of lower his defenses, just
Nice.
so that anyone else can go for him easier. So that will be D20 plus.
Yeah. If this deed's successful, you'll knock 2 off his armor class.
Right, nice. It is. That's the third mighty deed I've got in a row.
Oh,
But I don't believe you
Nice.
hit with a 5. Oh no, with 16,
No.
yeah, that does hit.
you have a +8. How do you
Good
have a,
lord.
how do you have a +8?
Fobane.
That's the spear.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Yeah, the spear's firing on all cylinders.
Oh man. Nightwind. Yep. It cracks through their armor. And damage.
Plus-
So the horn
Oh, max damage
Oh.
again.
oh my god, dude. Alright, so the horn goes off and like it goes just as a putter as the Nightwind punctures him, and the last thing he says as he drops the horn is Nightwind and falls. This is a known entity.
Ooh.
Cool. I think the other ones are gonna immediately surrender once their leader's dead. That's pretty. The fight of a good death and stuff like that. Once your leader's gone, just wipes out of the 2 remaining beastmen soldiers. But it's not their turn. Maximus.
So do I see them surrendering?
Well, they're getting ready to. Like, they can't really act yet. But yeah, you can see that their shoulders are slumped more,
All right. Like, how bloodthirsty are we with this beastman? Is this just... Do we want to take them prisoner?
We could take them prisoner and sacrifice them.
It's a
Maybe we can
battle.
learn stuff from them.
Yeah.
We
If
could
it-
force them to remove the gems from the eye. Have them pick.
Oh, yes!
Have them choose who does it, and the other 2 live.
We'll tell them, we'll let them out if they bring us like one of the statue's eyes each.
Oh my god.
We're still on the stairs, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's my turn, right? So I'm like, throw down your weapon and bring us the statue's eyes, and we'll let you go.
Ooh. You're offering them a chance to save themselves. I think they're gonna take it. I think Ugra the Bat Beastman and Sinskri the Deer Beastman are gonna take you up on your offer at least. Does Blutarg the Dog Beastman? Yeah, he'd probably do it as well. Okay. Yes, whatever you say. Yes.
Excellent.
Wielders of Nightwind. They say with a shock.
King Caius just kind of.
We'll just shake it menacingly at them.
Yeah. They cower. The opposite, whatever the opposite of menacingly is. It's reciprocal.
Whichever one of them is like the least far along, King Caius just grab one of them before they all head into the room, and he's to interrogate.
Yeah. You grab Ugra.
Yeah, probably tell them not to do it at the same time in case
Right.
it explodes.
Right. They look at each other and they don't know which ones should go first. Because they know this is a bad idea, and Glutarg's like, "You have more to live for. Let me do it. No, I won't let you go." Like they're being dramatic here about who should live. No, I won't. Here, and here, take it. And you see that Glutarg dog one gives Sinskri a little warrior ring to be like, give it back to her. And Utarg's gonna go in.
Damn, this is dark.
All right. So I want one of you all to roll for him to try to get this thing out for me rather than me. I think it'd be more fun if one of you all did it.
I've rolled terribly.
I know. So is someone who's rolling terribly or someone who rolls really well? It's really up to you all who wants to roll for this guy. All right.
All's fair in loot and money.
I nominate Attilis.
Okay.
Heavy is the head that
What
wields
do you want me to
Nightwind.
roll?
All right.
Is it just a D20?
It's a strength. It's a strength test to get these things out, right?
But is it their strength modifier or
Yeah,
ours?
it's their strength. So they have a +2 to their strength modifier.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. They grab
Good.
the gem. It takes a while. They're prodding at it with their claws. They get it to start to come out, and there's this loud, like, surging roar sound coming from inside that chamber, right? Where the sarcophagi chamber. But there's no sign of any fireball or anything like that. They grab the gem and they jump off the sculpture and leaving the other eye there as they just sprint towards you. Seemingly okay.
Excellent.
So either the wizard lied or it was like a one-time trap.
It probably needs
Like
to
the
be
bomb went
recharged.
off. And
Could be a
that's
gas
Yeah.
a gas trap maybe if you've got a lit torch in there.
a gas. Yeah, that makes
Oh
sense.
yeah.
Excellent. Now you only need one more.
I'm tempted to light a torch and throw it in there to see if it explodes.
Wait till the second.
Yeah.
The second guy looks at you all and is like, "You can't be serious. We just got you the gem."
You got one of them.
You got one gem. That's enough for
Yes.
one person to get out. We'll need the second one for the second person. A deal's a deal.
Okay, fine. They deliberate for a turn before they go in. The thing's roaring as they climb up. Can you roll another strength test for me? Same +2, but obviously this is the different guy. This is the one actually carrying the warrior band. Let's have a scene they swapped it back and being like, "I'm so sorry. I ought to let you go on first. I didn't know." So Utark has his warrior band back. That's not enough. As he's prying for it, there's a loud surge, and then the whole room goes white as a massive fireball explodes, leaving nothing of the beastman. No! Shouts Sklutarg.
Oh, damn. Well, I guess
he just...
the other beastmen will have to go again.
Oh
mean are
my
we?
god, dude.
Like,
How can we
the
like push this and still be the
He
good
took
guys?
36 points of damage.
Oof.
Oh shit!
Oh, damn.
Yeah, good thing we didn't attempt that with the potion.
Nope.
The
I would not
how
have
many
left.
beat? There was only 3 beastmen left, right?
Yeah, there's the one
just
that
died.
one just exploded in a fireball. One you have pulled aside, the bat guy, and now the dog guy is fucking inconsolably weeping.
Well, I think Caius just has the bat guy pinned to the wall and just says, "You want to try your chances in there, or do you want to answer my questions?"
I'll answer questions. That's what he says. The dog guy will refuse to go get it and say "fuck you," basically accepting his fate, being like he won't do that.
Yeah, I mean,
I won't-
dog guy.
He looks
dog
at you
guy
and says,
already
"I
won the
won't
game."
be your dog," is what he says.
Oh, I think we're gonna honor our word.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Maximus would too. But
Man, this
I
guy's
think
gonna this guy's gotta
still-
retire. Oh man, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just Caius is gonna basically want to like interrogate him about where the prisoners are, if they're still alive, how to get down there.
Sure. So there's an immediate mix-up in words when you talk to him about prisoners and being like, oh yeah, everyone's a prisoner when they go see Mother. Oh yeah, no one comes out. Of course.
Okay. I'll ask him specifically about the priest.
Priest? Which priest? Again, like they don't know who this person is. Like we don't.
Okay. If I give him a physical
is it-
description, he doesn't know who I'm talking about.
If it's a woman, that's Mother definitely doesn't want him. Oh man, if a woman got to Mother, they're dead for sure.
Why's that?
She only wants handsome men.
Oh, we're safe, guys.
Achilles is definitely safe.
Caius just looks back at you and is just like, I don't think so.
To complete the circle of life, they say. Ritualistic term.
Okay.
It's a great honor.
You know anything about kobolds?
Kobolds. No, I know about the mushrooms people. I know about the sting bats. I know about kobolds. Oh, Kobold Khan. That's what you're talking about, yeah? Yeah, with his dragonflies. Yeah? That Kobolds? He's like panicking. Like,
Maybe.
He's trying to say anything that's like agreeable to, He's like reading your face, trying to like go back and like, is it this?
Caius just, I think as he starts like kind of scribbling, Caius just says, don't say things you think I want to hear. Just tell me the things that you know.
I'll tell you anything, man. Just let me go. I promise. Like, you guys are dead, or I don't need to know. Like I'm good. Look, just don't go after. Look. We love Mom a lot. Like, leave her. If you leave her alone, we'll leave you alone. I'll put in a good word.
Now it says that the priestess was taken by kobolds, and he doesn't seem to know. We assumed based on the other prisoner taking that these guys had her.
Well, he doesn't. Yes. Well, this guy in particular does. He's like, okay. I'll answer the question in the phrase of what the character would know. No, I'm not one of the guys who goes on the long range patrols. This was my first one.
Okay.
Bad luck.
Have him draw
Can I ask him something? Because there's something that kind of piques Achilles' interest in him saying that Mother takes handsome men to complete the circle of life.
Yeah.
Can I ask him, is that where you're from? Where did Mother make you?
Oh yeah, we're all Mother's children. The entire Tagma. We'll defend her with our lives. So please, just ignore her. And look, we protect her, and if there's threats, we go after them. You have been hurting our patrols, and so like, listen, it's fine. If we can come up with a deal. He's like trying to bargain. Desperately, anything he can do to make sure he saves his skin.
If you can grant a safe passage through this dungeon, like, we want to explore here and loot here. We don't really need to go after Mother.
Okay. I mean, that's fine.
You can grant us that.
He doesn't have the authority for that kind of thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not authority. It's not. It's no, sir. No. It's not authorities. It's that we can't guarantee safe passage for ourselves. There's dangers here, and I won't.
Yep.
Can you grant us safe passage from the Beastmen at least? We can handle the other stuff, as you've seen.
It's his first long-term patrol.
I mean, he's going to say yes, but
You can convey
enthusiastically.
the message at least.
Yeah, you can't tell that he's lying because he doesn't know he's lying because he fervently believes it. You know what I mean? Like he's like, of course I can.
Mhm. Yeah.
Totally.
So
Look. Let me give you something. I'm sorry. I just thought of this. This is him. Cloud cap mushrooms in the Great Cavern. It's dangerous in there, but in the cavern there's cloud caps. If you had cloud caps, we will barter with cloud caps. No questions asked. You have safe passage for sure. On my life. If you show up,
how do we
and
get
give
to
us
the Great Cavern?
Oh, he just points down. He's like, just past the rock. It's about 30 paces. It's like it's a maybe like 2 of your torchlights distance walking. By the way, do not take a right at the baboon skull. That would be bad. Don't do that. But the cavern and the mushroom forest is all there, guaranteed. Now, can I go, please?
What's to the right of the baboon skull? Then you can go.
Danger. These fiery creatures. We just leave them alone.
Fiery creatures. Do they look like lizards standing?
Oh God, no. They wear strange clothes and hats, and they have wings of fire, and oh, there's some kind of
All right,
demon.
get the hell out of here. Take the crying one with you.
Yeah, come on, buddy.
Hang on.
Come on, we'll get you home. Come on,
Hang
man.
on, we've only got
The
one
mean
eye.
the mean people are gone. They can't hurt you anymore. It's like touch to hear as you hear as they're crawling away.
When he describes the winged fiery things,
Yeah.
would I?
Are you prime?
So I mean I know diabolic, so I'm assuming I know something of demons, and I
Yeah.
also have the Okash Thorn spell, which grants protection against fairies, demons, and devils. So would I, from his description, know what he's talking about?
Yeah, 2 things into your mind at this point. One is that the good news is that you think you know the type of creature they're talking about, or at least it could be like one of 2 creatures. So the bad news then is that you're only protected from one of them. So this definitely describes like an imp, for sure, like a low devil.
Yeah.
But it could also describe like a mephit,
Yeah. Okay.
which is like a primordial creature that you know that loves that
Witches also speak primordial as well.
Well, you know, sure as heck, these beastmen don't speak primordial. So
Yeah, I mean I can speak to it, but Okash Thorn doesn't protect against primordials.
yeah,
Right.
So to give you more clear instructions about sort of their path, they're saying go as east as you can, and just keep going. Basically, they say hug the right wall and you'll be okay.
But don't turn right at the baboon skull because there
Yeah.
will be something.
Yeah,
flaming
that's when you go
and
left.
Trying to kill you.
Yeah, but that should get you to the cavern. Right. So just keep going right is what they say.
Cool.
Which is great instructions because beastmen aren't necessarily the smartest. So when you say the marching order and protectors, it's just like if you go right, if you go left out, right in is sort of the thing they know.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's what you get from the survivors.
Okay, I think we should let them go and
Yeah.
appraise this gem we've got.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
also
so I
suggest
think
not selling it.
Caius just takes a look at the lantern and just says that we're running out of light here, people. Let's move.
Yeah.
I'm Jedi.
Let's get
Yeah,
out
we
of
should
here.
get out of
Let's
here.
hold on to that gem for now. If we get the other one that might fit in the face socket.
We got a good haul, yeah.
Yeah.
I can also appraise that amber gem that we got from the statue, so we don't have to pay appraisal fee for that as well.
Yeah.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah.
I really like your character, Jay.
Why?
That's all the potion appraises all the treasure. Great stuff.
Absolute utility god out here.
Yeah. Oh, and you make healing potions.
So it's
Yeah.
it's the value of the gem is 2,200.
Oh damn.
Mm.
I know the other one.
I was about to say we should not have let those 2 beastmen go.
I mean, they weren't gonna do it anymore at that point. After one of them got torched,
No,
so I think
yeah,
we
they
got.
would.
I think we got what we were gonna.
All right. Do we exfil?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
All
the way
right.
the light is, we need to get out of here.
You said
I'll roll.
2,500.
No sixes? You're good? You can make it back to the inn just fine. Sorry, what'd you say? What was the
You said it
question?
was 2,500.
No,
Yeah.
2,200. 2 twos.
200. Okay. Yeah, I suggest we don't sell that yet until we can maybe get the other one and then
Yeah.
test it in the
A gem
Play-Doh
would.
phase.
Yeah. So there was a slight change in inventory stuff. A gem would take a slot. There's 10 slots. 10 gems a slot. So it can't be the same as coins.
Okay.
So
I have the
hopefully
slot.
that's okay.
Since I used the oil.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, cool. Ooh. All right. So that's a lot of experience to go over as well.
Are we sure
But
we don't want to sell the gem? That's a lot of money.
I mean, do we? Is it about the same size as the missing socket in the face?
no.
Oh, it's okay. So it's clearly not meant to fit in there.
Yeah, clearly not. The thing that I would like you to remember or recall is that I mentioned that it uses a metallic in the
Right.
slots,
The
not
gold
a-
fleck.
Yeah.
I think we go ahead and sell it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then go for it. Yeah.
Yep.
If especially Caius is already going to Gosterwick, we would probably need to go to Gosterwick to sell it, right?
Yeah, something that big, probably. I don't know.
40 experience for combats today, a piece. And now treasure. What are you all selling?
Amber gem.
Uh,
Or do we want to do the non-Gloucesterwick stuff first?
So hold on. So when you make it back here, you get experience based on the value of the items, right? The appraised value of the items, whether or not you sell them.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cool.
Right? So that's clear. So that's why I need to write some stuff down.
Yeah.
Right? So that's 2,200.
What before we do the coins and gold? What were the other items people were carrying to sell?
I've got a lump of silver, the slag.
Yeah, lump of silver slag.
The
Yeah.
platinum.
Oh yeah, the six old platinum things.
Yes, the 6 ancient ceremonial platinum discs.
And those were worth 22
375.
375, I think.
Yeah,
375.
so it's 2,250 for the platinum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The 3 scrolls, or are we?
Scrolls
keeping those?
aren't worth
Yeah.
anything.
Magic items have been a non XP. Just
Yeah.
they've been the value.
The
Or just
fancy
like the
jade
value of having it.
Yeah, the lump of melted silver is worth 56. Did anyone take that jade necklace?
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Are you okay? That's 275. The potions. Did anyone take the mundane equipment, the long swords, mace, daggers, or anything the like?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
All right. So then finally, there's the actual treasure in terms of coins, right?
I
Yeah,
did.
Yes, the
I
actual
took I took the sword from the sarcophagus. I wasn't sure if that was like worth anything or if it was just old and cool.
It's a mundane sword. Oh, sorry. Yeah, they are It's a short sword, and it's a Arcantian legionary short sword that's rusted. So it looks cool.
Yeah,
Is it
I'll
worth
just use it.
anything as like a artifact?
It's worth the price of a sword.
Yeah, I would
Nothing
just
special.
keep it as something interesting.
Yeah. The quality of it versus the ubiquity of it means it's worth the price of a fresh short sword in terms of experience.
Does the copper go
Worth 7.
towards? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now I got to do 71 gold pieces of, and plus another.
Eric, I'm just reposting the coins that you sent us
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it all
for
in
reference.
in one message
All
there.
right. I think I got it all. So
Oh.
stand by as I do the numbers. Yeah, because I just had to calculate the silver pieces. No one brought the copper pieces, did they?
I
We
did.
did actually.
Yeah, we did.
Shit.
Yeah.
Nerds. Okay. That's an extra 2 gold on top of everything for experience. Okay. 1 second. 275 plus 71 plus 15 plus 145 plus 7. That's 5,019 divided by 6. Right? There's 16.
Oh, I thought that was each. I was like, Jesus.
837 experience a person.
Hell fucking yeah.
Well done.
837. Sweet.
Now that's experience. You're gonna have to sell some of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
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 So the amber gem and the platinum disc are going to have to go to Gosterwick, right? But the
Right.
silver and the jade necklace are good to sell in.
Yeah. Basically goods approximately less than 500 can definitely be sold at the inn, just between adventurers or merchants here. But like big boy stuff needs to go to the big boy town.
Okay.
Hmm.
I can I can also take the gem Gosterwick if I'm the only one going. If other people are planning to be up by the inn.
Well, everybody can take 93 gold. This excludes the 6 discs and the gem, right? If you sold everything in the inn right now, you would walk away with everybody with 93 gold.
Okay.
Right. Well, it's technically 93 gold, and then everybody would get like 8 silver and 3 copper. Right. Like that's per person, and then someone has
Just
to go to
take,
Gosterwick and sell the other 2 things, and then everybody gets that share of the proceed as well.
Do we need to go to Gloucesterwick to identify the items, or just pay somebody in?
No, you can
Here.
pay someone here.
Okay.
It's 100 GP.
It is 100 GP. You can also spend it. So I went ahead and I'm using the second downtime actions that I brought up, where you have 2 actions if you wait a week, and one of those can just be figure it out. It's one of the actions in the sheet. That's
The
better.
benefit of paying money is that you don't get got by curses and whatnot.
Yeah, but you've already been using it the session, so you're kind of in for a penny.
So, yeah, I mean, adventurers were using it. I assume it's not too cursed.
Yeah. So if you want, you all can let me know what you pick for your downtime stuff if you want. But yeah, if you just want to spend 100, I'll let you know what that is. Same thing with the hammer.
Where's the downtime? Where would I find the downtime actions?
It's under the house rules and fact of the dock at the very bottom. It's next to the pretty healing, gold for XP leveling.
Thank you.
And Eric, how long basically am I out of action if I go to Gosterwick? You said a
None.
week?
It used to be. The new one is that, look, downtiming just means instead it is you're committed for a week for doing downtime actions, no matter what.
Okay.
So if you want to do downtime
'cause
actions, you get 2 of them, but you're out for 7 days.
Yeah,
if
that's
you don't do, if the option for not doing downtime actions though is that you still heal at 1 HP a day, but then you could go on a second adventure or whatever during the week if you can play multiple times.
awesome.
That makes sense?
That's fine. The next time I can come is 8 days from now anyway.
Well, hell yeah, brother.
Which is why I was pretty sure that Caius was going to Gosterwick.
Yeah, that's the general idea here, is that like the benefit of playing multiple times is you get to play multiple times. If you can't play, then just send it to a downtime. You're grand.
You said using it, I could figure out what it does if I rolled well enough.
Using it, you can figure out what it
The
does.
dagger. That
Oh.
was how I, because you were like you didn't get high enough to figure out the special effect or anything.
Oh, well, you did enough. Sorry, I meant to say you did enough damage, but if you would have killed it, you could have ascertained its lethality, but you didn't. So
Okay. Yeah.
you did it. It was pretty severe.
I have a session on Monday, so
Here's what I would
don't know
say.
if
Yeah.
Limit to a week.
Here's what I would say. It's more than +1.
Oh.
Based on your
Unfortunately, no.
yeah.
I can
Based on
identify
your
it for you.
experience.
I can identify it for you.
Oh, okay.
He stabs you with
Something
it.
Yeah.
Then yeah, go for it.
Did we like distribute the magic weapons? There
Yeah,
was
study
a
magic
hammer,
items. Yeah,
Yes.
study. If
Yeah.
you study
Yeah,
it, yeah. Are you ready for the answer for what it is?
Yeah, please.
It's a +2 dagger.
Cool.
And I'm
Nice.
very interested in having my fancy Warhammer identified as well.
Yes, it is a +1 warhammer.
That's all right.
Nice. Based on the sigils and the stuff on it, though, it was enchanted by a dwarven smith.
Okay.
It's an Arcantian weapon enchanted by a dwarf.
Nice.
Cool.
What does carousing cost? Am I not seeing that?
You wait. So all the earnings that you got this session,
There is a D20%.
you wager a D20 percentage of it for carousing. But we don't have to do this at this moment if people need to go because we are at the end of the session. But I'm cool to stick around if we want to finish this and answer questions and stuff like that. I feel like since you have me here as the tutorial for this downtime stuff that we just put into the game.
I would like to carouse.
Oh yeah, brother. Ooh,
Are the new rules in game info?
Downtime and carousing is in no. I totally should do that though.
Here, I'll link the doc.
I will
here
post
it
this
is.
I will post it into game info after this game.
Cool.
That's a great
Alright.
great point. Well said.
I just have one question about the stuff we're going to sell in Gosterwick. How does that work? Because that's like sort of 1 week delayed gold.
He keeps
Is that right?
brings it back.
Yeah. So traveling to Gosterwick now is just a action. You don't have to go back. Like basically, traveling is one of your downtime actions, right? That's just how it is. So don't worry about timey-wimey. Does the people get their money? Don't worry about it.
We're going to get a whole banking system otherwise.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with. You know what I mean? It's fine.
So should we write down the money now, or should we wait for the week to pass?
When we hit the downtime actions having been completed, I'll ping you guys. I've got notes on who I owe money for when, especially because we have the Hall's Expedition channel.
Yeah.
The expedition actually lets us keep track of who was on each thing because of who was signed up for it. So, like for example, the ring, I know who I owe money for the ring from that channel as well as other stuff.
And you know how much money that would be that everyone gets?
In this particular one, we are looking at over 4,000 gold getting split up.
Among
Yeah, I think it's 741 gold pieces each.
Yeah, among just the 6 of us.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a stickler here, and I'm going to say that your percentage of your proceeds for carousing is based on that stuff as well, even though it's getting sold later.
Yeah.
So it's 741 total.
No, 741 plus the 93 gold. Right?
Yeah.
Math. 741 plus 93.
That's the total.
I'm glad we are not going with the fractions with the silver and copper. 834.
Yeah.
Okay. So the 29%.
Roll a d10.
Oh, did we change? Oh, you changed. We've changed.
I changed it
carousing
back.
to
Yeah.
Percentage.
So
Yeah, I changed it to percentages.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm
the
sorry.
834 is from selling this stuff in Gloucesterwick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 100 GP is what I pay for carousing. By the way, I don't want to keep you guys if you're not interested in me carousing.
I will also
Sorry.
carouse.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hold on.
cool.
Yeah, but Patrick, this is actually a really good, interesting point. I didn't think of that the minimum is 100 gold pieces as the tax. I thought to carouse, you must have scored at least 100 gold pieces from the adventure. But you know what? I'm going to leave it in there because that's good.
Okay.
So, just to clear,
I mean,
even though we don't have the money yet, we're able to carouse off of the money that we know is coming.
Yeah, which is exactly like you go into a bar and being like, "Don't worry, I'm good for it." I got,
My buddy Caius, he's bringing back my share from Gosterwick.
All right, whatever, dude. You're paying for the rounds this
nice.
night with your 90. So, what was the carousing results? That's a D10 for the carousing result.
Oh, I
it's
need to roll.
D10, not a D20. Okay. Ugh.
All right, a 1 is just you arise in the gutters or stables and you lost your luck token if you had one, but you gain an additional 100 experience. Yeah. Patrick, a 4. You gain a new friend. This is for the next time you play. Remember, no, roll a d6 to see whether it's a free hireling or a free adventurer. All right, you gain a free hireling. So someone in this town.
Could this be the magic user that we saved?
No, they are not a.
They're not here. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
No, that person is not even a level 1 adventurer for this. They're not your power level. So this is like a free townsfolk. Can you roll?
I got the hireling, and Patrick got a adventurer.
Oh, I'm misreading the rolls. Thank you so much. Okay, so for the hireling, can you please roll me a d20?
Done. 6.
Okay.
13.
Your friend, for Patrick, Maximus, you met Laren the elf.
Oh, cool.
And Che, what'd you roll? 13?
13.
Okay. You've met Estin, an elf wizard. They are available for the next adventure only that you sign up on as a additional person, as well as the 300 XP on top of it.
How much experience to level up?
2,000.
Got it.
Is there a bank? Because
yes,
yeah, there is, but you need a 500. You need a 500 gold minimum deposit in order to open a bank account.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I have 950 right now, so
yeah. So there are 3 different banks you can go with. Actually, the minimums are slightly different than 500.
Oh, okay.
Do you have like an interest rates table? Like, is there a sign?
Yeah, there is. I know. Well, there is one that's trying to get your benefits, but Caravan Access Service is only for Earthruin and not to the actual capital city and stuff. So one is minimum 250 for 2% per month fee. The second one is 1% per month, and the silent factor is 500 gold pieces, 1% month per fee. But remember, there's preferential treatment for rates for valued customers.
Does that mean continuously coming?
Yeah. If you let's just I'm gonna throw out a number here, but say listen, if you're depositing 10,000 gold to them, they're gonna be like, oh, what's your name? Hi, welcome. I'm your I'm your attaché. I'm your customer service person, working with you.
Got it. And the fee is us paying them to keep the money.
Yeah. Yeah. So every month, aka tracked in real life time, right? Every month at the start of it, I'm going to deduct. I'm gonna say, hey, by the way, you owe 1% of your money. The bank.
Oh, is it on the first of the month or from a month of when I deposited?
No, it's on the first of the month.
No.
Yeah.
I guess we're not too far into the month. Okay. Just have to eat that this turn.
You get a little shafted on Deuterios no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You simply have to take it out at the end of the month and then put it back in on the second. Then you only have to keep it safe for 1 day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hope you don't meet any halflings. So
Yeah. Who needs to why bother going delving if I can just jump a bunch of adventurers doing this at the end of the month?
Yeah.
Have you met the halflings under the the temple? Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's
What
like
is it?
take over
What is
their
it they want?
business. Let's
They
start
want
a gang war.
25. They want 25 gold to enter, and then they want like
30%.
30% when you leave.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, I will like again, like as a GM, I'm being a little special here, but like, you know, you also didn't have a chance to negotiate with them. Perhaps they have different rates. But the fact that you couldn't even afford in the first place was kind of why.
I want to make a deposit. Where do we store this information? Do you have this?
This is in the player's guide. There's 3 factors in Veticaster that will take
No,
them out.
I mean I see that, but like, where do I actually track this? Like in my character sheet, just
Oh yeah,
randomly?
track it in your character sheet,
Okay.
and then let me know how much money you banked.
Yeah. Do I need a? I probably don't. I'll just deposit 900.
Sick.
All right. And so the 2250. So we're just gonna go ahead and since we know that we've got 7 days, we're just gonna go ahead and count the 2250 and the 2200.
Yeah.
Splitting up. Okay.
I think that's pretty reasonable.
And there's no like negotiating or anything Caius needs to do for that. We can just get that price.
Yeah, you got the price. It's already been assessed.
Cool. Sounds good.
900. Yeah, that's perfect. Anyone else banking?
Yes, I will be depositing 800 gold pieces with the silent factor.
Oh yeah, I'm also doing the silent factor.
These are these weird people who wear like H.R. Geiger masks.
That's cool. I like the access anywhere. Feels useful for retrieving secrets.
Obviously, you cannot trade this money between characters. Like, I hope that's pretty clear, right? That would be kind of weird.
And we exchange.
I can't set
coins.
another character as an authorized user of my card.
That might be like a downtime project or something. Is get a kid. Yeah, have a kid, have an heir, get married, so someone can keep your money. Your bank can inherit your money. Yeah,
And become a new playable character in 18 years real time.
Yeah.
Oh,
in
wait,
18
yeah.
years real time.
Do I need to write up a will? What happens to this money if my character dies?
I was gonna say, can I
don't know.
Can I draft a will?
Yeah, they'll have will drafting services. I think your first. I think they're probably free will drafting for as long as you have an account.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fun.
All right.
Good game.
And just real quick, Eric, which carousing table gets used now? The one at the bottom of the document?
Yeah.
It's D10.
Yes, the D10 one gets used.
Ah.
That's the one in the player's guide now too. I replaced it and put it in this one. It's just simpler to handle.
I know. I'm just greedy. I was planning on spending a bunch of money to see if I
I
could
know.
edge out 500 XP in order to get that level 2.
The maximum you can get.
Oh
here is
wait, never
400.
mind. Never mind. I'm not as I just looked. I'm not as close as I thought I was.
So I've deposited my money. I've done the carousing.
You
I
went
guess
to
all that's left
Gosterwick.
is downtime.
Well, your downtime is you had to have gone to Gosterwick for one of them, and the second one was browsing.
Oh, wasn't one person going to Gosterwick and bringing it all back?
In order to make a bank
bank.
account, you have to go to Gosterwick.
Ah, okay, then yeah, okay, that's fine.
So you would have had to come with me over the next 7 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, they don't have a branch here. This is
No.
branch out.
Not in the inn.
We have perfectly fine mattresses.
Yeah.
And what was the? Sorry, I forgot. What was the share again from selling everything? This is 900 something. Somebody said.
It's in the chat. It's
834.
34, I think. Yeah.
All right, I see it. Yeah, thank you. Gosh, I have a lot of gold.
A lot of beers. A lot of drinking.
All right.
Well,
And then, sorry for so many questions, but the last thing I have to ask is, what is the benefit of wagering more on the carouse table? It doesn't look like it applies a bonus to the roll.
there is no wager. That's the tax. Basically, you're carousing and you get taxed on your earnings, 1d20%.
Okay. Oh, okay. You roll it. You just roll a d20 randomly. Got it.
Yeah, and that percentage comes off of your
Okay.
carousing. This is basically
Oh.
your nights out drinking spill.
Do you?
Yeah. And that damn book is 8,000 gold, which,
Yeah.
rich as I am, I still can't afford the fucking thing. It might be cheaper just to see if I can kill that guy.
There is the Benevolent Brotherhood. And there's another one that's the Assassins people. There is an Assassins Guild.
Excellent.
I forgot their name.
How big are their swords?
Not as big as yours, that's for sure.
Amateurs.
Yeah, the carousing is also, it's not just drinking. There's a at one moment Lyosh offers you his pipe and you smoke a little bit and you go, "Ooh, that's not tobacco. What is that?"
Nice, brother.
Oh, that's tingry dust, brother.
That's Marvel Infinity Stone, brother.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm moving different.
Oh man. All right. Well, is that it for the night? Are we any other questions, concerns?
Yeah, I think I'm
think
good.
that's it.
I've got to write up all my notes and everything now, so.
Yeah. Great. That was good. All right.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's good fun.